All right, welcome back to the Black Sensei Society. We are back at action with another excellent episode as we're going to talk about some of the upcoming spring anime that is right around the corner. Talking about some agendas, of course. Talk about some really good season one anime that potentially one of the greatest anime of all time a little bit later on. So, with that said, how y'all doing, my boys?
It's been a good day. It's been a good day.
Thought you had a good day. Work kicked my ass.
My
Watching people
birthday was
fumble, man.
yesterday.
Mhm.
1 year
Whoa,
closer to
what?
30. Not excited
Miles?
for it. I feel
Welcome,
old
bud.
as
It's
fuck.
not as bad as you think, Miles. It's really not. It's really not as
I'm
bad as
old
you
as
think.
I'm
fuck,
20.
bro.
I'm 28, and I'm dreading getting to 30.
Oh
If
yeah,
I get
you're
to
old
It's really
as
not.
fuck. Old man.
I remember when
I'm
people were
almost
telling me
32.
it's
Who's
it's
32?
I said I'm almost 30.
Oh,
Two. Yeah.
Damn.
See, I turned 31 this month, and
Damn.
My fault.
I'm just chilling. It's really there's nothing wrong with
I
it at all.
forgot how old I am. I don't remember at all. I don't know how old
Yeah,
I am.
Shard, 30 is bad.
It's really
I
not.
just turned 26, so
It's
you know,
really
I'm
not.
chilling.
We chilling, bro.
I shouldn't even be here. How am I still alive?
What's your year, Miles? What year were you born?
Oh, 98.
You turned 26?
Yeah.
So I think I turned 27 this year. Okay. We cool.
Dude doesn't even know. You're weird.
That's crazy.
Bro,
Got his age.
I stopped keeping track at 24. Kobe Bryant year, I was like, I don't care anymore. We here.
Oh, 30 is fine for y'all. I'm sorry. I like maxed out my life expectancy from like 18 to like, like from like 14 to like 19. Like I like maxed out. So I thought I was just going to keel over.
30 fuck. Yo, Sensei, you gotta lock
God
in.
damn. Okay, Santo. Jesus.
said you gotta lock it.
Lock
What do you want him to do?
He said you better reverse that age
Yo,
right
you
now.
gotta lock in.
You know what's crazy? I made a TikTok, and it was when I had like a bunch of hair and it was fucking unkept and all that shit. I made a TikTok, and someone called me Unk, and I'm like, bro, I'm not your Unk. Wait, what? I'm
That
getting
makes
called
me feel
Unk?
better because
That's
the other day
crazy.
someone asked if I was like, someone said like that I looked like I was 19. I felt so happy. I was like, me?
That's a compliment. I love it. Please tell me that.
See, it's just all that hair. I mean, technically, I am an uncle because my best friend has a kid, but still, getting called Unk is crazy.
Yo, if y'all join the Discord, I'm gonna show y'all a cursed image. I'm gonna show y'all how I look with no facial hair. Cursed image. It's bad.
Don't do that to the people, man.
It's bad. It's
Don't do that
bad.
to the people.
If you go to my Instagram, you can find me with no facial hair when I was in the military. So it's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But now it's coming in nicely now. You know what I'm saying? We here. But all right, yeah, let's start off with agenda hour. What agendas do we got on the block? I think Lonnie and me might have similar agendas. So if anybody else wants to go first.
You know what? We talked about it, Lonnie. Solo leveling, episode 11. The GOAT was introduced.
Oh, I thought you were gonna come at me about something. All right, never mind.
No. We
I'm
gonna
coming
talk
for
about
it
that a little
now.
later.
I
We
was
gonna talk about
ready.
that a little later.
I was like, oh, I'm ready for this, but never mind. All right, continue.
We'll talk about that a little later. But I thought it was a good introduction. A little short of the Egress fight. A little short, but it was a pretty good introduction. A lot of people hopefully noticed that Egress was CGI, and they found a really good way to blend that with the hand-drawn animation. I just like Lon, we talked about. I wish it was longer. The fight was longer, but you want to talk about when he fought the Cerberus was Dark Souls 1. Egress was Dark Souls 2 for Jin Woo, and that boy was beating his ass with a sword. What he said, nah, run these hands. He was kicking your ass that way too. And what a great way to introduce him. And next week should be the week that solo leveling goes completely and utterly viral because we get the first.
They better say it right. They better
We
say
get the first Arise, Miles, next
Arise
week.
better sound like some Bankai level shit. If Arise don't sound different,
We get the
First
first
Arise
Arise
is
next week.
I gotta
First
lock
Arise
back
next
in.
week.
I tapered off. I was watching Mashoko. I was watching the Scott Pilgrim anime again. I
It's
gotta
so
lock
good,
back in.
right, Miles?
What? Mashoko?
The Scott Pilgrim one. Scott
Yo,
Pilgrim.
I'm a Scott Pilgrim stan. If everybody remembers,
Bruh.
before I had the BSS logo, I had Kim Pine as my logo. I fucking love Scott Pilgrim, and I love the way they did
Amazing,
the anime.
amazing show.
I like the
mad
movie.
good.
That's the only thing I know. I like that movie. It was a cool movie. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, we get the first Arise next week. So we should be on this podcast next week, losing our minds about what we saw.
Yeah, it better sound I don't know. It better sound amazing. It better sound amazing. Like I need him to say "arise" from like the depths of his soul. He better be like "arise." Like it better like really hit.
Now bring the dude who voices Nanami. Bring him in and have him say it. Because that dude's elite. You seen that dude's like gallery of work? Bring that guy in and have him say
for
it.
that one word.
Just for that one word. Oh my god.
Hey man, shout out to
episode this
Lovely.
week. Great episode.
I'm surprised they only got 12 episodes for its first season. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, no, it's 2 cores. It's 2 cores. The second course later this year.
Okay.
I mean, it's
That's
still
not bad.
like the first.
It's smart because
like people 2 cores is just season 1, season 2. They're just using different terminology. You know what I'm saying?
Riddell, it's smart.
I do agree with that. I do
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you, but Riddell, it's smart because next week, isekais are like, we're back, isekais. So like, it's probably
That's
smart for them to just
course.
take this loss right now and come back in October.
Oh yeah, because we'll talk about a bunch of upcoming anime. Because by chance, I was looking at my anime list. I was like, oh snap, these anime are coming like next week, like April. They're right around the corner. I'm like, okay.
Also, ReZero confirmed season 3 in October. Lonnie
RTL.
confirmed.
You guys
You gotta
gotta
check out
check
Re
out
Monster.
Re-
It's an
I
isekai,
feel
like
like
a
I've heard
slime
of
isekai. Re Monster. I mean, if you said it's like slime, then you already hooked me.
I'll
man.
check it out. I'll write that down.
I'll take it out.
For sure. Re Monster. As long as it's not like Re Zero, because I hear Subaru's a whiny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bitch.
You're not gonna like him. Also at the start.
See, I don't.
He's not like he's just a bitch. I'm sorry, he's just a
He a
bitch.
bitch. Super
No,
is bitch.
No. That's what I'm saying. I
Okay,
don't-
but
I
he's
don't
the
wanna
one
watch
guy
the
who
movie,
doesn't
bro.
get
I
any
don't-
powers.
So he a bitch.
So no matter. He's
Almost all
out
of
of
you
like
would be freaking out the
if I
exact
like
same way
were to,
he
like,
was.
if we all made like a top 5 like worst or like most hated MCs, he might be number 1 or 2. Him and Takamichi. I can't stand them niggas.
I don't agree. I do
I
not
can't
agree with that.
stand Takamichi.
Oh,
Well, we
not
okay.
too much
We
about
all don't
him,
like Takamichi.
Nah, fuck him. Mikey's the real MC.
Bro can't swing
Mikey
a punch
lost.
for nothing. Like Takamichi just his whole
need to get
time
time
on the
powers
show
to
is
learn
him
how
just
to
getting his
fight.
ass kicked. That's his
You
whole time in the
you're
show.
on all them hitters, and you never asked to learn how to throw a punch. Really?
Nope. Because you a bitch.
He threw the punch. That
Every time you
matters.
saw Mikey throw that
Hey.
goddamn axe kick, you never not once tried it yourself.
Not once just be
to
like,
even
hey,
see
how
it.
you do that?
Come on,
Wait,
You
bro.
gotta know your.
the
I
MC
will
was
say you
Tommy?
can be a bitch and know your limits too. So that's fair. He couldn't do that. Actually, even if he tried. Come on.
All right,
That-
drink
You
more
learn how to
water.
throw a punch.
Drink more water. I'm right at the start of the tuning
Kai.
exams.
Hi,
What?
me and you can box him right now. Me and you can box Takamichi right now and whoop
We
his
fucking
ass.
up.
Nah,
I'd
he has-
beat the brakes off him.
I beat the brakes off of
Yeah,
Takamichi.
he has future vision. He's beat your ass. What are we talking about?
Thank you.
He had
Thank
super
you.
vision.
How
Still
you
getting his
doing?
ass
How you
beat.
doing?
Bro,
Gang,
he's
you don't know
future
how to
vision.
fight.
Come on,
You know something
Thank
to cry
you,
though.
Danielle.
You
What are we
cry on
talking
cue,
about?
Kai. You can cry on cue.
bro. Didn't he actually beat someone? Didn't he beat the big dude 1v1? The
Big dude, no, he just kept on taking punches, and then the
And
guy
then he
got
won,
tired.
but
Meat
Who
shield.
won? got tired from beating his ass.
Who won the fight at the end? Who won the fight at the end? It was Takamichi. He won. He won the fight.
No, we beating his
Hey,
ass.
respect Takamichi.
I ain't respecting shit.
He waking up in the
Respect
hospital.
Takamichi, man.
No,
He
but
waking up in the hospital when he
Subaru,
fight me.
his actions grow on you, but there are some times where he's just so insufferable. I remember like when I was watching with my girl, there were so many times where we just took breaks from watching ReZero just because he was so insufferable.
Oh, season
he's
1,
just-
he is absolutely horrendous. Horrendous.
See, now I never want to watch the show.
Hey,
No,
but
but
then
the
like
show itself is good.
I was out, Miles, when he said no to Rem. I was out. I took a break after that. I was like, after everything you've been through,
It doesn't make
every
no
single
sense.
thing, you say no to Rem, I'm out. For her, I don't even remember the
pick me.
female
For the
MC's name.
pick me.
For her, all right, we
Amelia,
out, bro.
right?
She
Amelia?
dumped you at the first opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
and Rem right there for you.
All right,
Don't
well,
get me started, bro. I'm
All
gonna start.
right, so my agenda, I think, because I literally like this morning before I like was really working and stuff like that. Like I just like searched through my catalog, searched through Crunchyroll, just trying to find some answers. I think Frieren's first season is like top 5, if not higher, first seasons of anime. It's that good. I'm sorry, like it might be top 3. I'm not gonna
Top
say
3 and
number
not
1.
3.
I'm not gonna
Ronnie.
say it's the best first season ever. I'm not gonna go that far, but for a first season, it's top 5. It's
I-
tough.
Lonnie,
top three and
what's
not
in that
three,
top
I say that.
5? What you got in
Well,
that top
hold
5?
on.
Lonnie?
Before
I don't
we
even know.
kinda
I just know
dive
it's
into
I
it
just know
too
it's top five.
before we dive into it too deeply, the Gauntlet is season 1 anime, Frieren edition. So we really gonna answer some questions on the best season 1 anime of all time. Now, do y'all? I have like some banger season 1 anime, but if y'all got some more names, I'll put them on the Gauntlet right now.
Yeah,
We'll
like
put it-
throw them at me, Miles, because like I was just like, no, because I just kept on looking. I was like, no, it's better than that. No, it's better than that. No, it's better. So I was like, it was hard to like find any. So it was like, I didn't want to say like, oh, something's above it or something's below it right now. I just have it. I just have free run top 5 right now.
He's
And if
just
you
that
throw some
good.
names at me, then like we can figure it out. But Death Parade is like Death Parade is
doesn't
good.
count.
Drink more water, but it's like it's only one season, so that's why
Yeah,
I'm not.
you can't.
I
call
don't.
it a
I don't
season
count like
one
one. I'm not
season.
counting one-offs. Like things that have multiple seasons. That's what I was counting.
And it's better than Death Parade, by the way. But you know, it doesn't count either. So you know what I'm saying. Death
Respect Death Parade though. No respect, because if people want to get into like an anime, like a short anime, Death Parade is a perfect just one-off anime. That is, it's up there. It's amazing. It's a beautiful story, a beautiful concept on death. Characters are interesting. The situations that they are put in, the stress that they're put in. If you're just wondering, like, oh, I don't know about, just watch the first episode. If you're not captured by the first episode, don't watch it. Because the first episode to me is what is amazing. First episode.
It has a very unique concept of death and like
Flash from the Reeds,
the
a good-
afterlife
good
and
one.
all that stuff. So yeah, hey chat, let us know some names in the comments. I'll put them all in the Gauntlet and we'll put Frieren to the test because I think Classroom Release actually saw it.
Prodigy, I love Classroom Elite, but no, Free Ren's better.
I think a lot of people are stunned by the twist at the end when you realize how he actually feels about everybody. That's what got me about Classroom D. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was actually watching the 3rd season today.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it.
We eventually will get there. But to kind of play into Lonnie's agenda hour, because my agenda hour actually was also Frieren. How Frieren's fantastic. How Frieren's one of the greatest season 1s of all time. How Frieren confirmed season 2 already. No surprise. Come on, it was absolutely amazing.
It's obvious, yeah.
Go ahead, confirm that season 3 too. While we at it, let's
They
just say that
should.
right now.
And to put the nail in the coffin, Frieren is officially, after one full season, the greatest anime of all time in my anime list.
Yeah.
It is officially #1 over FMA Brotherhood. And you know how FMA Brotherhood, you know, for the most part, it's pretty close to the other one. There's a gap between Frieren and FMA Brotherhood. It'll
subside.
No, it won't. I don't think it will.
Let me look at this gap. Let me look at this gap.
The same way we talk about
Let me look at this gap, Miles.
Basketball and we talk about recency bias.
It's been months.
I don't have to. It's been months since it's been season #1, bro.
It's gonna come around. Trust me.
It's not. FMA fans, you know.
Oh my god!
You see the gap? There's a gap.
FMA
bro.
fans, we gotta together. We gotta stop this.
FMA Brotherhood is not catching up. I'll be honest. Frieren took.
We gotta stop
this.
Do you think
that's a significant gap if you're looking at it? That's crazy.
Now here's where it gets spicy. Do you think the full, like, because we're just projecting here, do we feel like the full Free Run story might end up being better than Full Metal?
As somebody who's all the way caught up on the manga, I'm not willing to say yes yet.
Okay.
I'm not willing to say yes yet.
I'm not willing to say yes yet. It's just a question. It's a question.
But it's going to be having people ask. There is an arc in the manga that I think Riddell is going to see it and be like, this is it for me. This is it. There's an arc in the manga for sure. And they handle a thing. They handle a trope. I don't want to say what it is because it's going to give away some stuff. They handle the trope so well that most anime would fumble. They handle it so well that I'm like, I'm telling you, Miles, when you watch it, we'll see how you feel.
I'm gonna read it. I prefer to read because it's just a lot faster to drive through the material.
From what I'm seeing though, from what I'm seeing though, the manga is fantastic, man. It's one of the best manga I've read.
I'm afraid to watch it.
It's
I hate doing this too because I put such high expectations on stuff, and people, if they don't like it, they're like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no,
Like,
I want FMA to be better. I don't want it to be better than FMA. I don't want to watch it.
I don't think it's
See,
better
this-
than FMA right now. but
It's
I'm
not
saying,
better
like,
than FMA right now.
I haven't read anything like random, so I don't know the future story. But I'm just saying, based off the trajectory of Frieren, do you think it can reach Full Metal, or even could it get to that conversation with that in Attack on Titan? Do you think like at Endgame it can get in that?
I think so.
in my
I'll say this with Attack on Titan, because I think Attack on Titan is such a different story that I don't want to say yes, but it's going to be it's going to be right next to him. Like when they have that podium of stuff, Frieren's going to be standing right
I'm
next
just asking if you think it's going to end up being in that conversation.
It's going to be in that conversation.
For me, when it comes down to it, when it comes down to it, like I always kind of like to measure what a series is based on what the story is about, right? It's like a fantasy type series. Frieren could be the best. I think Frieren might already no Berserk exists. Frieren is top 3 greatest fantasy series I've ever seen in anime. Already, I'm dead ass. Season 1 already is one of the top 3. So can it enter tier 1 with Attack on Titan, FMA, Berserk, and One Piece? Hell yeah, it can. I'll be honest. Hell yeah, Frieren.
Woo, you smoking?
One Piece I consider adventure, and
it would be
Steins Gate is sci-fi to me. So that's like those are different fields.
The reason why it would be tier 1 is because of the anime for Frieren, the anime version of the Frieren. Also, I'm guessing like the Frieren world expands even larger than what we see it is now. Like it is a huge fantasy world. Hey man, we here, bro.
All I will say is the manga is fantastic. It's like there's a reason why it got all the awards that it won when we were talking about it last year. And for the anime to say "Hold my beer, we going Super Saiyan" is absolutely fantastic. Like somebody said it earlier.
Watch some of it, Miles, because the animation is amazing.
Somebody said it earlier in the chat. Studio Madhouse is back. It's like they threw everything they had at this anime.
Miles, listen to this. How many times have you ever seen an anime first season get 28 episodes?
Never.
That's how much faith they had in it.
No, not even that. How many animes were dropped the first 3 episodes at the same time?
Max, they did do that shit too.
We that confident.
They were doing some different shit.
The manga beat Chainsaw Man last year for like manga of the year in Japan. It beat out Chainsaw Man, and Chainsaw Man is like has like a cult following in Japan.
I've been sleeping on Chainsaw Man since the second part started, and we good. I'm not moved.
No, actually, no. It was 2 years ago. 2 years. It was still in part 1. My fault. 2 years ago. Not last year.
Shout out! With the $10 super chat. The reel is back. I see the clean cut, fellas.
Appreciate sauce. But someone said something in the chat earlier, and even though it's off topic, they're right. Food Wars is underrated. I support fan service.
Food Wars is good.
Food Wars is good. It has 5 seasons for a reason, Riddell. Stop looking at me like that. That's 5 seasons for a reason.
Now, I will say I'm calling cap though. I'm calling cap on something. First things first. When you look at it, your boy, the main character, got a Sasuke type record. He never won nothing by himself. He never even gets. Yeah,
Randall, you haven't even read. You haven't even seen Naruto to be talking like this.
No.
Where'd you get this talking point from?
No. Hold on. Let me tell you
from you.
Yeah, I be cooking.
Miles. Let me ask y'all a question. Okay.
Sasuke's literally Zoro in the Naruto.
When the chips are on the table,
Uh-huh.
the chips actually on the table, who's better, the MC or Erina?
Don't make me do this though, bro.
Nah, man. Did he even get Aaron to say his food is? Did he? Hold on. One last question. I'm gonna be quiet. Did he get Aaron to say his food is delicious?
No, he did not. But here's the thing: giving somebody Sasuke honors is kind of crazy though, because Sasuke is the ultimate fraud.
That's going a little bit too far.
No,
Sasuke is a fraud.
The MC from Food Wars is low-key a fraud.
No, Sasuke is a super fraud.
Hey, I'll say this. He do be setting up Erina a lot when they were fighting Central. When they were fighting Central to regain control of the school, what did he do? He just threw the lob up for Erina to win the goddamn game.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to play the supporting cast. What you mean?
The best thing,
He was a
the best
sous-chef
thing
right
he's
in that
done,
moment. He played his role.
the best thing he's done by himself is stop his dorm from getting demolished that one time against them rigged judges. That's the best thing he's done.
Oh,
Okay, so Sasuke's a 2. Let him be a 3. Is that fair?
Okay.
All right, cool. All right.
No, I got not.
game is also underrated,
when he beat his brother in the semifinals of Blue, I guess I can say that's because his Asahi was beating he beat the number 1 guy at the school when the senior, but then we don't even get to see how he lost to Erina. He just lost to Erina off screen in the finals.
Oh, that's how sticky it gets.
That's fraudulent. I'm gonna be honest. You lose off screen.
That's how sticky it gets.
Nah, bruh.
We be praising Blackbeard for beating niggas off screen. Come on.
Nah,
man, that's crazy, man.
Watching Erina after the great fight, and then we watching Erina just standing there at the next scene because he beat. Come on, bro. What are we talking about? I found like the author just got lazy. They want to draw that.
Yeah, that shit. Man.
That's a fraudulent record. That's all I'm saying.
Also, I do want to bring up this for my official gender hour. Yo, Netflix low-key might be cooking because Baki versus Kengan Ashura is a crazy thing to bring out. Oh my god, bro.
Give that man a raise, whoever came up with that idea. Give that man a complete raise. Because I couldn't believe it when Riddell shared it. I was like, let me peep this. I was like, oh no. By the way, Baki's gonna win, right?
I'm about to say, who y'all got?
Baki's gonna win.
Well, before we dive into that,
got the coochie upgrade. I don't know if you can stop that.
Before we dive into that, let's explain it for the people. So Netflix is doing an anime original episode movie type thing where they're gonna pit Baki against Tokita Oma from Kengan Ashura.
Baki gonna sweep him.
Hey, if they get Kengan Omega Oma. No, Oma is a beast in Omega, man. He's a beast in the sequel, bro.
How's he beating
Baki?
How's he beating Baki?
I don't think he's.
I haven't seen Baki.
I think he's got to fuck Baki up a little bit. I think they're making a movie. It's gonna be closer than people think.
Baki's walking away with the dub, but
Baki has to walk away with the dub. But at the same time,
bro, Oma's a dog.
Baki is different, sir.
So is Oma.
Baki is different, sir.
I think Claudio said it best. I feel like they're going to do some way to make it like a draw or make it inconclusive or something like that. I feel it. I could see it coming. I actually do.
Baki probably should win, but I don't think.
Don't let him bust out the demon back. It's a wrap. Oh, yeah, a wrap if the demon back comes out.
It's over.
I mean, Oma got a little transformation too.
Man, he was beaten. Remember when he was in the Rai Tai tournament, Miles, poisoned and malnourished and still whipping people's asses?
I do. That was
Baki is him.
Baki is him.
I mean,
and he's like 5'5", so he represents for all the short kings out
there. F those short dudes. Get taller.
he is him, and I'm not gonna lie.
I like it though. I like it. I hope we see more stuff like this in the future.
Yeah, Netflix can really kind of establish himself with this original content.
Speaking of Netflix, they just came out with a show called 3 Body Problem. It's by the creators of the people that made Game of Thrones, the Game of Thrones show, not the books, of course. And so far, I'm an episode in. I'm impressed. Because they need to make up for how they ended Game of Thrones. They need to make up for that shit. So no, this shit is interesting. This shit is interesting. So I'm not gonna fully comment until I see all of it. I'll probably come back next week and talk about the show, but that shit slaps. That shit's been slapping.
Nice.
Okay.
Good thing, because they went to Star Wars after Game of Thrones, and that sucked, and then they went somewhere else, and then I guess this is where they went after that, right?
Also, speaking of Netflix, they're also making more moves because Black Clover, My Hero, and some others are all moving over to Netflix. So the anime roster on Netflix is getting buffed.
Are they creating Are they trying to be a competitor for Crunchyroll over here?
They might, because they have One Piece rights. Now they have Black Clover over there. They had the Black Clover movie, so I'm assuming when Black Clover comes back, it's also going to be on Netflix. They have JoJo Bizarro. They're
paying buku money to make sure they get updated on Demon Slayer.
They don't have to compete with Crunchyroll because they're just a versatile market because they're bringing in Monday Night Raw on the WWE. They're probably going to bring in more sports stuff. Like if they could touch every niche and just be excellent in all of them.
The Jake Paul fight
Yeah,
also on Netflix.
Mhm.
Gonna be on Netflix.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
They getting-
Like, I don't know.
They
if we-
got a YouTube. They've got a Sidemen show from the YouTube channel. They got their own documentary on Netflix, bro. Netflix.
Did we ever talk about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson thing on here?
Nah.
No.
Because I'm sorry, this shit is whack as hell to me. And I'm sorry, like, someone tell me if they feel differently. But for Jake Paul, this is a lose-lose because forget the fact that the whole black and white thing. You're a 20-something-year-old in your prime fighting a 57-year-old Mike Tyson. So if you win, you just beat up a 57-year-old.
You capping, Lonnie. You capping.
No, you just beat up a 57-year-old and you're like 26 in your prime.
That's Mike. That's
If
Mike.
you lose, you just lost. I don't care if it's Mike. He's 57.
Mike.
Nah, I'm with Miles. I don't think it's a lose-lose. It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. That's Mike. If he don't protect his jaw right, it might be over for.
This is
Mike is still training. He looks spry. Obviously, he's not in his prime, but he looks good, bro. And he's been in the lab.
He looks good. He's still 57.
It don't matter. You don't see that power.
You want Lonnie? You want to know why it's a win-win?
See his last fight. Like
that wasn't really a fight. What are we talking about?
Yeah, come on,
against
bro.
that other old boxer.
Lonnie,
Come on, bro.
Lonnie, you want to know why it's a win-win? Because this conversation we're having right now.
Facts.
Paul don't care whether or not he really wins or loses. Let's be 100%.
He's getting the
He
bag.
really don't.
Yo,
Get in the bag. If he loses, people are gonna say, "Oh, you just lost to Mike Tyson." If he
Mike
wins,
too
they're like, "Oh, you beat Mike Tyson." Like,
Facts.
it's not the same. Oh, you beat Mike
Obviously,
Tyson.
we know
Yes,
it's not
it
the
is.
same.
Mike Tyson.
It's not the same.
It's not
but
the same, but it's
big for
different.
Jake Paul. It's still big for Jake Paul.
It's not.
He's good.
Doesn't he want to be an actual boxer? Didn't he say that? Does he
Well,
want to be?
was it Ryan
trained?
Garcia said he'd
He's
box
trash,
him,
bro.
and he didn't answer. He didn't answer that
Ryan
challenge.
Garcia has CTE, so I don't know.
I mean,
that boy's wild.
Yeah,
that boy's
he's
wild.
tripping. He's tripping.
He's actually crazy right now. Also, like, Miles, I think I'm gonna need you to apologize to that man Kusakabe. I need you to apologize to him.
Didn't that dude just get fucking clapped? Why do I
Bro,
apologize?
he put in work though. Come
got
on,
clapped.
bro.
What work did he put in?
work.
He deflected some slashes. He tried to go for the kill
Made him
shot
bleed a
like
little
a
bit.
dummy. He got yo. What? Okay, for the viewers, for my fellow panelists, what y'all gotta understand about me, man. You gotta do something worthwhile to move me to get the praise of Miles Left. You deflecting some slashes and getting clapped. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck.
Damn, bro.
Man,
Damn,
this
bro.
man made him bleed, bro.
Bro,
Come on.
and then the way they hyped him up, oh, he's the strongest grade one. He has all of this potential. I didn't see it. Where was the potential at?
He's fighting
Joust-
Zakuna.
I don't care.
That's crazy.
Like, random. I spoke about this before. We had this conversation way before when I was talking about Gojo versus Toji. I don't mind if you lose. I don't mind if you get clapped. But you got to show me something that makes it feel like, you're one of those guys. Him deflecting a couple of slashes and using his domain, it does not do nothing for me. It doesn't do nothing for me.
You ain't impressed by him putting some work on Sukuna too? Like he got some cuts, man.
No, not at all. Sukuna was not phased.
Man, if Miles saw one panel of Sukuna being a little bit concerned, he would have been felt different.
If that nigga would have did an inner monologue and had to really like, yo, this guy's like, he's not pushing me or anything, but like I have to actually think about what's gonna happen next, I would have been impressed. But I didn't expect much, and I didn't get anything. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, I'm sorry. Like, no, I'm low key. I'm more leaning towards Miles because it's like he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing.
What was he supposed to do?
I don't know, but the way they
I don't know.
I thought he was going
He
to do
was
something.
buying
time. He was holding.
Do you know what this is, Miles? Do you know what this was? This is Tien versus Cell.
Tien. No, it's not.
No. What did Tien do? He bought time. That is what Tien did.
Hold on. I like how
holding him there.
The crazy part is. The crazy part is. Lonnie's bringing this up, right? He held time for who to finish the job, Lonnie. for who to finish the job, and he.
Also, Miguel's gonna finish the job.
Stop.
He about to get fucked too.
No. Stop trying to move the goalpost, Lonnie. Lonnie, who fumbled? Who fumbled after TN held off Cell? Who fumbled? Say his name. Say his name, Lonnie. Say his name. Who fumbled after he held off Cell?
You talking about Chrome?
No.
Andrew,
Talking about his. Say his name,
Vegeta?
Lonnie.
I'm talking about
Vegeta.
Yes.
Oh,
Vegeta
yeah, that was
for
bad.
sure.
But he was
Dude,
in character. He was in character though. That makes sense.
Now we out here bringing up characters.
Random.
That's a generational fumble right
I'm
there.
the motherfucker that brought it up originally. Yes, it was a
pop
fuck
no
up.
jutsu into letting the main villain power up.
But Vegeta, as a saying, he's gonna want to have the toughest fight
I don't give
possible.
a fuck.
He just didn't anticipate Perfect Cell being that strong.
But
Which is
also,
it's a fuck up. But it's
Tien
true to
held that
character.
guy there, did little to no damage.
God.
Kusakabe held Sukuna there, did little to no damage. What's the difference, Random?
Cook.
One person did generationally fumble.
That's not their job. That's not
No,
Tien.
it is the same, but it's not a bad
The
thing. It's that
circumstances
they're
are
buying
different.
time
Vegeta's not in
for
this
the main
equation.
characters to do
Vegeta's not in
work.
this equation. This is
Come on,
Tien
bro.
and Kusakabe. Don't throw X
Yeah.
factors in here.
It's not a bad thing. Right?
This is great. This is crazy goalpost.
Kusakabe is a bum. I'm
Right.
not moving. Sorry.
You're bringing in Vegeta, but I'm talking
Yeah,
about two
bum.
people.
That
You're
bum.
bringing in
Who was
third
a
party.
person?
Had
Who was
ones,
a person
man.
that?
Not
Who was
many
a
people
person?
having ones on Sukuna. It's crazy.
I'm just saying.
Sukuna literally caught that man's sword with one hand. The panel framed away. That nigga was on the ground. Come on. At least Maki got black flashed. At least she really got packed
And I'm
by
sorry.
something notable.
I'm sorry. What is Miguel supposed to do?
Nothing.
What
Buy
is
time.
Miguel supposed to do?
He's buying time too.
Why
no.
is he there?
I don't know why he's there, but he's buying time.
All of the frauds are stepping up. Come on.
They buying time for
last time I
Yuji
saw
and Yuta
him-
to get back in the action, man.
Man, we
I
Last
don't
hope this is
time
the
I
last
saw
one
him,
though.
Besides him showing you to the culture, was him getting a 20-piece and a biscuit from Gojo without
That was
Gojo using
devious
any
work.
power.
That was racially motivated. What he did to Miguel.
Exactly.
That was racially motivated. The culture lost that day.
He deserved it. Not gonna lie. So stuff.
So
Once he threw that, was it rooftop air conditioner? I was like, oh no.
again, Gojo beat Miguel with straight hands, but now I'm supposed to just expect him to like do something against Sukuna? No.
We got to make it
Just
make
another-
sense. That's a fact.
How many more? Realistically, guys, how many more bodies is Sukuna gonna run through before like you
Miguel
guys-
should be the last one. Who else
Enough,
you gonna throw out
enough
there?
until Yuta shows back up. That's
Well,
up.
Yeah, because
Who
Miguel
else
was so
he-
far left, he wasn't
who
even in
else
my
he-
brain. That was-
Who else can show up and fight
We
Sukuna at this point?
Y'all spoke about it in the group chat. It is getting tiring though. One person getting taken out, and the next person up. It's kind of getting old.
A
Who
little
else,
bit.
who else can show up? Miguel has to be the last one, right?
Well, the crow girl.
Toto, is he gonna show up?
What the fuck Toto gonna do?
I don't
Toto's
know.
missing a hand, bro. He's cooked.
He's cool.
Toto.
They're bringing, if they bring it out,
Miwa. Oh,
Miwa.
all right, bro.
Miwa has to show up.
We out.
What?
Her brother is there.
Yo, Lonnie, I got the flight.
Fuck
We out.
out of here.
What are you talking about?
Miwa, just stay at the crib, bro.
We
Yeah.
out.
at the
Her
crib.
brother's there. We
Stay at the crib.
Also, we don't know what her brother's about. So you know, what I'm saying? I don't
Yo,
even know
bro.
why he was there. I don't know where her brother came in. Not gonna lie, he just showed up. out
Sukuna
of
just
nowhere.
gonna rest when Miwa show up. He's like, we good. I'll
To be
rest
fair,
up.
Sukuna's also getting tired of it because when the brother showed up, like, bro, I'm getting tired.
No,
of
but
this.
it-
Where y'all keep coming from, bro? He was ready to clap him, bro. He was ready
Yeah,
to
they're
clap
like roaches.
no, but Leak, that's my point. Like Miguel is gonna be fodder because I don't think I'm not just gonna say, oh, he's gonna be stronger than
Thank you.
Maki
Drink more water. What are we talking
or
about?
whatever.
What Miwa gonna do?
Miwa?
So
I
it's
thought
like,
Miwa was the
how
one
many?
with the what's the girl with the purple hair's name then? White hair. Her brother.
May?
Is it
May?
May?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
May-
you talking
May-
about
May-
May, yeah.
I'll talk about May then, not Miwa.
May's not gonna go out there. She don't.
not
Her
going out
brother
there.
is there. Yes, he is.
She does not want to participate at
Riddell,
all.
why do you constantly place faith in bums?
I don't. I'm just a realistic person who praises
This is
effort.
not
you know?
realistic.
I-
No.
May shows up. We know she has a weird thing for her brother, so of course she's gonna show up. What we talking?
Yeah, her brother is teleporting away, and May ain't coming.
We don't care about
Well,
effort.
he's
We
gonna
care
try,
about
and Sukuna's
results.
like, nah, you can't teleport, and then she's gonna show up.
How the
But-
fuck's Sukuna gonna do that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
He
What
be
are
doing
you
some shit.
How is she gonna
I
get
don't
there?
know what he be doing. He be just
How is she
doing
gonna get there? Because they need him to teleport her there. So how is she gonna get there?
shit. I need her to lock in and figure it out. I don't know.
She
Tell you,
not.
man.
Is she gonna ride on two crows? Like what?
Didn't
Hell
you
yeah,
fucking leave
probably.
the country after Shibuya? She fucking dipped. What are we talking about?
Now,
She's making money.
Wherever her brother is,
she's
she's gonna
recording
go
the
right
fight.
there.
So she's making money right now.
She's gonna go.
Yeah,
right
and that's what she's gonna stay doing. Get her brother out of it. Her brother can go to her, and she chilling.
Yeah, she's like, all right,
Making
let's out. We made enough bread. She's doing pay-per-view right now. She's making money. She's doing numbers.
She not coming.
She is 100% coming. With her brother there, she's 100% coming. She got this weird fetish.
At the same time, what is she gonna do? Throw crows at Sukuna?
And buy time, man, till Yuji show back up. That's all that matters right now. That is all that matters.
Yeah, but Hikari is fighting.
Hikari got his hands full. Hikari busy. Did I respect Mike Guy's effort against Madara? Yes. And the reason why I respected it is because if he would have kicked Madara in the head, Madara would have died. That's why I respect it. He just didn't have the proper aim and accuracy. But he gave Madara the hands.
And then Madara even gave him the props. He's like, you're the strongest of them all.
Yeah.
He gave him props.
That move, you see? Danielle, that moves me.
He broke Madara's ribs. And Madara's coughing up like, oh shit, this guy's messing me up.
I praise effort.
You see, Riddell praising losing. That's why he like Luca, man. He praising losing, man. My fault. That was mean. That was a low blow.
The one-eyed senpai with the mask.
You a Suns fan? Don't talk to me.
I am a Suns fan. We got to the finals. Where Luca got? Oh, my fault.
Anyway, what happened when the Suns played the Mavericks? What happened? You don't want to talk about that.
Hey, y'all blew us up by 60,000. Who cares? We got to the finals.
Hey, don't talk to me unless you say daddy in front of it. Don't talk to me unless you say daddy in front of it.
We good. We're not even concerned about Luca, man. We good.
Devin Booker, son. He's his son.
Devin Booker.
That's weird because Devin Booker has like a winning record against Luca.
Not when it matters.
We not cooked random. Y'all living off 2 W's. Come on.
We're living off playoff wins. That's what we live on.
Y'all ain't never got to the finals.
Right. Historical blowout. Historical. Come on. What we
Hikari's death gamble is not going to work.
It's funny how Grayson Allen's your best shooting guard when you had Bradley Beal.
Yo, Grayson Allen is a beast, though. But we're going to move on.
Hey, man. All right, so let's move on to talk about some of these upcoming spring anime.
Hold up. I got smoke for you, Mr. Riddell.
Oh, what's up?
So we had an interesting conversation, right? Where we were talking about hacks. And the conversation at hand was a Mr. Luffy versus these bums known as the 5 Elder Stars, and how you believe that they will beat him.
Oh, I had a question about that. I'll ask after. I had a question.
Riddell, I'm going to concede. You are correct. If we were fighting in a full battle to the death, yes, Luffy would lose. But you're not going to sit here and act like these bums have anything to compete with our boy Wonder. They've not done any damage to him. All they've done is get bodied, get clowned. We had one guy roar, and that did some stuff. Outside of that, all they've done is get exposed throughout this entirety of this arc. We got this new board dude show up. He's getting exposed. Saturn's been a bum. The only dude who's doing anything is Swordsman Gandhi, gentlemen. And then the bird dude is just... So, Riddell, I want you to stop capping. I want you to stop propelling these hacks, especially immortality hacks, to these levels that we've seen. Even Hidan got his ass cooked. Asuma beat Hidan, technically. But the hack came in and allowed him to be alive without the head.
I wonder if Asuma is saying, I beat Hidan. I wonder if that's happening in his head right now. I wonder if he's
Asuma cut his head off. He cut his head off. Asuma cut his head off.
Well, he didn't finish the job. It's crazy.
I don't care. Just
someone
because
is 10 feet under and the other one isn't, man.
Because you have a hack like immortality doesn't make you have actual combat strength. And people like Hidan, people like the Goro say, they don't move me. They don't have combat strength. They just have something to equalize the fact that they can't beat whoever they're up against. But they're not strong combatants. They're not fighters. If Hidan or if Kakuzu wasn't there, for example, Shikamaru, Asuma, all of them could have escaped. Luffy and them in these coming chapters are going to escape because they have no answer to combat Luffy. Luffy's whipping their ass. Anything they throw at him, Luffy's reversed it. He's not taken any damage from them thus far. All of the damage we've seen sustained from Luffy is from him going through the laser grid. outside of that, these Gorosei are still fucking bums. They're trash. So for you to sit here and defend them, it's disgusting, Riddell. You have an unreasonable allegiance with bums, and I'm gonna start exposing you for it. It's bad.
So I'm not praising them. I'm just being honest.
need
I'm
to
a
bring our-
truth
No,
teller.
that's not honesty.
Honesty,
Play the
man.
cat
If you had a
movie.
lie detector around here, it would just be
No.
flatline because nothing will move. Hey, this is the truth right now. Listen up. So, are Saturn a fraud? Are the elders not the greatest combatants from what we've seen? I'll concede that. But what matters most when it comes to a fight? Who wins? We ain't praising losers. Hey, the thing is, Luffy also has a Hax. His Hax is Gear 5. The problem with that Hax Gear 5 is it has a time limit. That's tough because you're facing against the people who just never die. That's hard. I feel bad for you, Luffy. It's tough. Will they escape? Yeah, that would be called running away. You lost, my boy. So, hey, man. It is a difficult thing. You will have to figure out how to deal with it later on. But as of right now, Luffy just take the L and leave.
And Riddell, and when he figures it out, what happens? What happens,
He's
Riddell?
gonna win when he figures it out. Yeah. As of right now, he's not. He's not gonna win.
You're weird. That's all I had to say.
Well, Miles, I had a question regarding Luffy because
Yeah.
last time we talked about Luffy's powers, you guys were basically telling me that it's just like super rubber. What the fuck did I see in that last chapter where he like made a bat? He like gnawed on a tree, made a bat, and then I don't know where the helmet and the paint came from.
So
That's
there's
just
also
baggy stuff,
there's
though.
actually a scene
And then
where he actually
the
pulls.
Giants were commenting. They're like, "How many parts of your body are there?" So I was just like,
There's a scene earlier when he's fighting Lucci where he actually pulls goggles out. Until we get a further explanation, I'm gonna write it off as a gag. But I really don't want to
this is like the
concede.
second consecutive because like he grabbed paint out of nowhere. He made a baseball hat. He painted the hat, and then he gnawed on
That
a
was
tree,
wild.
made a bat, and then painted the tree. I was just like, and then he sent everything back. So I was like, this does not feel like super rubber to me. This feels like some different shit. And then when the Giants commented, like when the roar happened, and then like his body went all over the place, the Giants were like, why do you have so many parts of your body? They're like, the hell?
It really depends on how far Oda's gonna push it. But I'm not gonna concede the Toon Force just yet. Right now, it just seems like a little comedic effort on the part of Oda. But if we get an explanation or if he starts doing some shit that's undeniable, then I'll have to concede it. It does look like he can turn anything into rubber. We've seen him turn lightning into rubber, the ground, people. But I can't really. I don't have anything to say about him just turning random objects into other objects. He turned his hair into goggles, like you said, with the bat and the paintbrush. Yeah, I don't know.
Where did the paintbrush come from?
I mean, yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's like none of this stuff is of substance, right? It's just a paint. Like it's just even the goggles. I mean, you can kind of reach and say, okay, you're just turning cloud or his hair.
Where do you get the baseball bat?
Turn it into the
Where do you
rubber.
get the baseball helmet from?
Oh, it was a tree.
Yeah, he turned the tree into the baseball bat.
Turned the tree into
and then he turned it and then he painted it. So it's
yeah,
like
I don't mind that. The paint is where I'm like, where the fuck? How the fuck is he
it's
painting?
like yeah, it's like not of substance, so you could just attribute it to the gag. I mean, the thing I always say is that stuff happens in One Piece that don't really make sense, and if you like think logically, but sometimes Oda just likes to do something funny and just like, oh yeah, I mean, freaking what do you call it? You guys remember when Luffy drank milk and his tooth grew back? Like, what?
Yeah,
it's just like a gag.
mainly like the comment on the Giants comments on their body, like, yo, why is your body all over the place? That doesn't make sense. To like,
They're
you have a funny body now. Like,
yeah, it's rubbery. It's like beyond rubbery now.
Yeah,
it's like
very imaginative.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can move on.
Nah, Lonnie. Nah.
Oh, you want to start? Oh, you gave me prep time.
Smoke?
You gave me a week of prep time. That's a
y'all
I
got
need
real
you. First things first, we're bringing back the Kenshin versus Guts debate because
let's do it.
First things first, Lonnie. This is where we're at right now.
Well, hold on. Before you bring back up the Kenshin versus the Guts debate, I put a poll up, right?
I think the people probably chose Kenshin.
Who is the better swordsman based off pure skill? 92% said Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin. 8% said Guts. That is a
Ooh.
blowout. I'm gonna be honest. That is a blowout.
I'm not gonna lie,
That's
Random.
all right.
I'm sorry, but I switched sides too.
It's all right.
So, because what random's thing about Kenshin couldn't survive in that world, it really made me do a deep dive. Because I was just like, I've read Rurouni Kenshin 3-4 times, so I know like he has some crazy feats. And then I did deep dives. There's also a lot of Guts versus Kenshin convos and Reddit threads and all types of stuff.
Right, Lonnie?
There was a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. So I did my deep dive. I did my own personal research. I looked up at some other stuff. Kenshin would be just fine.
No, he would literally
in the
not.
Berserk world, because you
No,
want to know
he
there's
literally
a
would
few
not.
reasons why. There's
he
there's
would
actually
not.
more than a few reasons why. Because he has supersonic speed, as in he's been able to keep up with. Because I think Random said that like maybe like lose my mind. He's like he couldn't keep up with someone on a horse. There's literally
Not what I said. That's not what I said at all.
what did you say exactly?
Okay. When I was talking about, I don't know if you could go blow for blow with General Boscone on the horse. My problem is y'all are sitting here acting like, first of all, his katana would survive a battle like that when he just wouldn't, because it's a katana. How is a katana cutting through heavy plate medieval European armor?
The
How is
same
it doing
way
that?
his katana can cut through buildings, steel, cannons, cannonballs, battleships. The same way his katana can do all that. The same way. So the same way he can reflect fire with his katana, the same way he can reflect and cut bullets with his katana, but heavy plated steel, that's where we're drawing the line. That's where we're drawing the line.
Okay,
This
so
man
that's
cut
all I was doing was
anything
clarifying.
You can
I'm here
imagine
to attack
with the katana. This is
go ahead.
Rurouni Kenshin, the Batosei. The Batosei. When he
The craziest part, the craziest.
Are you crazy, my nigga? Have you lost your damn mind?
The craziest part about Lonnie's biggest argument is that he said Kenshin would speed blitz Guts.
Yeah, he has supersonic speed.
Guts has dodged lightning before.
You know
how fast lightning goes? Do you know how fast lightning goes, Lonnie? 20
I don't care how fast lightning goes, because at the end of the day, Guts is a normal human, right? Do you know that
really dodged? He's literally dodged it, and then he's tanked it twice. Also, in chapter 2, you said to bring up stuff from scripture.
I don't give a damn.
You said to bring up stuff from scripture. Go look at chapter 274, where he dodges Ganishka, a literal apostle, dodges lightning, tanks it twice, still kills the fucking guy.
Now, is actual pure lightning, or is it a lightning attack? Because those are two different things.
It was lightning from the freaking clouds. He dodges it. It doesn't matter. It's still lightning. Lightning travels at an average of 270,000 miles an hour.
I have a question. I'm gonna let y'all get into it. Lonnie, is he supersonic or is he hypersonic?
When I looked it up, everything said supersonic.
Oh damn, the lightning faster. My fault.
What are we talking about?
So
if stronger characters than Kenshin can't bust through, first things first, once Guts puts on the Berserker armor, Kenshin
so he needs Berserker armor. That's another thing.
Let's sit here and pretend like
I'm just giving Kenshin his sword. You're giving him magical damn armor to be
like the magical armor.
Armor.
The armor helps Guts as much as it hurts him.
If you give Guts magical armor, he's gonna be a regular samurai.
No, the armor helps Guts as much as it hurts.
Nah, the Berserk armor is a buff, bro. Come on.
I'm not giving Kenshin no buffs. I'm not giving Kenshin no buffs.
Just him. First. He was killing apostles before without the Berserker armor.
All he needs.
What are we talking about? And at this point, when he fights, by the time Guts gets the Berserker armor, he has one arm and he's damn near blind. And he's still doing everything he's doing.
What does that have to do with Kenshin?
And the fact that he's wielding a sword that is over 6 feet and 300 pounds with one arm. All he needs to do is touch Kenshin once, and Kenshin is dead.
What does that have to do with Kenshin?
You said the main argument that you and Santo said was that Guts would get speed blitzed by Kenshin, when that is literally false. It is false.
Kenshin can move faster than the eyes contract. He can also read. He can also move and predict off of human emotions. So no matter what Guts is feeling, Kenshin's gonna know and how to react to it. That's how he
wouldn't survive. There's nothing.
He mainly fights reacting to your emotions and your mind and your breathing.
Guts has literally fought stronger, faster.
I don't care what he's fought. I'm saying
Kenshin.
Kenshin is built to fight humans. So Guts versus Kenshin.
So let's not pretend like Kenshin is that Guts is not fighting humans also.
Fight against
Lonnie, Cook. That's the line.
He's
That's what
built
you're
to
supposed
fight
to.
against him.
Go down.
Kench,
Yeah.
Guts is also
his breathing,
okay.
the way
Guts
his
is also
emotions
fighting
run.
humans. What are we
That's not
talking
an emotional
about?
ass
He fighting
nigga.
humans.
That's not
God,
emotional.
the only person that Guts cannot kill in his verse is Griffith and the God Hand. Those are the only people that he cannot kill.
Isn't Griffith a
Because
normal
they're
nigga?
literal gods.
Oh, here's another thing. Because we're talking about
Griffin
fossils and creatures and stuff like that. So
Wasn't he a
there's a
normal
guy.
nigga at one point? Right?
Who?
Yeah,
Wasn't
he
Griffith
was.
a normal dude at one point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Guts is stronger than
Brandon-
Griffin.
But now that he's
Brandon kept
femto,
bringing up
he's
like how he
absurd. He's
Yeah.
he couldn't
absurd.
beat Zod and stuff like that. That's fine. So I was trying to find something like comparable because like it is just a samurai show. So I was trying to find something comparable. That was like the main thing of my research. So there's a guy named Fuji in Rurouni Kenshin who Kenshin's master ends up defeating, who taught Kenshin everything he knows, and then Kenshin later surpassed, meaning that Kenshin overall is stronger than his master. You know Fuji is 11 foot 6 inches muscle. 11, so he's almost 2 Wembenyanas towering over with muscles, with sword skills, and he one-shotted him with his 4th strongest attack. So Kenshin's 4th strongest attack can defeat someone 11 foot tall with muscle mass. So you saying, oh, he can't fight monsters, he can't defeat people with plated
He's
armor.
not going to be able to fight Zod. He does not. Zod has a Wolverine level healing factor, and that's just in his base form before he transforms into what he does with wings and stuff. Zod is literally faster, stronger, and he's also a swordsman in his own right.
He can't take down.
He cannot kill Zod. The only person who beat Zod in Berserk is Griffith. That's the only person. Even Guts can't. What are we talking about?
Zod and Kenshin have the same speed. I'm just getting to the facts. Zod is supersonic. Kenshin is supersonic.
Yeah, and Guts is dodge faster attacks. What are we talking about? You can keep doing your little dance thing. Yeah, I agree with you. Also, but Guts has dodged faster attacks and tanked them too. Your speed blitz argument is not working when there are characters who are faster and stronger than Kenshin, couldn't cut through his armor. And what are we talking about here? Especially once Guts puts on the berserker armor,
when he's
Kenshin is
harder
cooked.
things doesn't make any sense. But also,
it don't matter even if he can read emotions.
Here's one of my biggest.
So all you're saying is that Kenshin has to run around and dodge like he's in Dragon Ball Z when he's not. He's
That's
gonna
how he
get caught.
fights. What are you talking about?
And he has to get close. Guts has reach. Guts is faster. Guts is stronger. What
Guts
are we talking
does not have
about
more
here?
reach than Kenshin. He does not have more reach.
How does he not have more reach than Kenshin?
I think he does. Yeah, I think he does. I think that
what are we
broadsword
talking
is a lot
about?
longer.
He has to get into the Dragon Slayer's range to even think about hitting Guts.
Because here's 2 big things. So Kenshin's fighting style is not meant for one-on-one combat. It's meant to fight multiple people, which means that he has to have a wide range. He has to have a wide range of attacks. All his attacks have wide ranges of use. So he's meant to fight 6-7 people at the same time. That means his attacks need to cover the area of 6 to 7 people.
How is he getting to Guts? How is he doing it? What is he shooting? Is he shooting fucking key blast, Lonnie? Is that what he's fucking doing?
No, it's with his speed and with his technique.
Yeah. And once again,
and he does it consistently since chapter 1.
It doesn't matter. He still has to get within Guts' range to do it.
At the same time,
within Guts' range to do it. What are we talking about?
So
he has to get within the range. He has to get within the range.
I think
Guts' range is over.
His range is like city block. I think he has city block range. I think that's what it said when I looked it up earlier. So Kenshin has a city block. So if that's true,
and he's still not touching Guts.
Range,
he's still not touching Guts.
Block, I'm pretty sure his range is just fine.
How is he touching Guts when Guts has dodged things faster than Kenshin's attacks, faster than Kenshin himself?
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. As that gets to my next point. So Kenshin's top 2 techniques, right? His top 2 techniques. They're not only are they so fast, they create vacuums. They create pocket vacuums where all the air escapes the area and it comes back in, creating gravitational pulls. So like he creates mini black holes with his speed that not only draws him in, but
are they actually black holes, or they actually? What are we talking about here? Because black holes and mini pop, they're not the same.
They're like, I'm saying mini black holes as in like the air around it escapes, so it creates so there's no air in that certain area, and then it all comes rushing back in, which drags people in. And he's done it multiple times against the bandage nigga in his last fight. So yeah, so he doesn't need to bring him in range because he can make a pocket vacuum which sucks in Guts. Yeah. So the pocket
Dub
vacuum was
Duolingo?
stuck in.
We're never gonna see that man again. You're never gonna see him again. Sorry. We're never gonna see him again.
Yeah,
No.
he's finished.
So,
He's finished.
Yeah. It's Guts versus Kenshin right now. So
So I can look at the name of it, but the ultimate technique of his style creates pocket vacuums, which creates gravitational pull, which draws people in for like double attacks. So yeah, so it doesn't matter if Guts is in range because based off that attack, he will be forced to be in Kenshin's range. He's forced to.
Still dodge. The craziest part is
how are you gonna dodge it when you're literally being dragged in? How are you gonna dodge that?
Is literally there's nothing that Kenshin had. Guts has literally fought gods before who he cannot.
Thank you, Lou. That's the name of the attack. Thank you.
It does not. When Guts has survived stronger attacks from stronger people and faster people, he survived those attacks. The only person. That's not the
question. You asked how is he going to get in range. I just told you how. I didn't say he's not going to survive it. You just asked how he's going to get in range.
Okay, so then he does his attack, and Guts is still standing. What are we talking about? Because now he's. What are we talking about? Guts is walking away from that as the victor. What are we talking about? Especially if Guts become the Beast of Darkness, there's nothing Kenshin can do.
So Guts needs to become the Beast of Darkness to be a regular samurai.
Let's sit here and pretend.
That's what you're saying.
Let's sit here and pretend.
Just say that he needs the Berserker armor to beat Kenshin. Because I'll agree with you. I'll agree that he needs the Berserker armor to beat Kenshin. I'll agree.
No, the Berserker armor hurts Guts as much as it helps him. It really does.
It's still a buff.
Definitely a buff. You can't really use that as a it's a buff.
I don't understand how he's doing it when he's literally fought nothing.
So
everything. Kenshin has literally survived.
So this is a multi-layered argument because he said that Kenshin couldn't survive in the Berserk world. He has a city block range, moves at supersonic speed, has feats where he can do things
Kenshin's
like
not surviving against Ganeshka.
Jump off walls, jump off
is
ceilings.
killing Kenshin. Ganeshka is killing Kenshin. No matter how fast you say he is, Ganeshka is killing.
Not how fast I say he is. It's in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures how fast he is.
There are multiple apostles who I believe could kill Kenshin that Guts has beaten and walking away from. Multiple. Ganeshka is one.
Anyway, so
I have them side by side. It looks like Berserk actually outclasses Kenshin in every single stat.
Every single one.
The Berserk world, yes, but
it does.
The original question is: can Kenshin survive at all in that world? Yes, he can.
How long? The minute he meets an apostle, he's cooked. And just because Santos says Guts is benefit from his world, I think you need to read Berserk again. He has a mark on him. He's getting hunted by demons day and night, surviving things that Kenshin would look at and run away from. You can benefit from what?
Now you're disrespecting like, he would just run away from. No, Kenshin's about that shit.
There are multiple apostles. Not only if he even runs into Femto, and he's going to be even worse than how Guts fared against Femto. It'd be even worse.
So he would be able to. So supersonic speed. He has his own little hacks. So yeah, do I think that he could survive in that world? Yes. Do I think that he could cut plated armor with his katana? Yes.
Does he beat Ganeshka, Lonnie? Does he beat Ganeshka like freaking Guts did? Does he beat him?
He might do it better.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Better.
Supersonic speed. One lightning attack from Ganeshka. Kenshin's dead. One lightning attack.
I've seen Kenshin get shot at. I've seen him get lit on fire. I've seen all types of. He has durability. He has high durability,
and he's still
from what I've looked up.
He's still dying.
So he has
still
high
dying
durability.
To multiple apostles.
Now I'm not saying he has guts durability. I'll never say that. I'm not gonna be that nasty. Say he has guts durability, but he's not no twig that's just gonna get snapped. He's been thrown through buildings.
There are multiple apostles, let alone I think any of the apostles that run around with Griffith right now could be.
Yeah, no, Kenshin's not soaking up the damage like Guts can. No, but they also have different fighting styles, and Kenshin's also way faster than Guts. So I don't think he would take some of the. I don't think he would take.
Guts is faster. Guts is literally faster than Kenshin. He's literally faster than him. He's stronger than him. What are we talking about here?
I don't think he's faster than Kenshin at all.
He literally I just told you. Gave you scripture. He's faster.
He's
than
hypersonic plus. He's hypersonic plus. He's faster.
He's faster than him.
He's way faster, actually. It's not close.
He's getting killed. He's getting killed in the Berserk world. What are we talking about?
Yeah, it's actually like Hypersonic and supersonic are so vastly like it's not close.
So what makes him
killed.
hypersonic?
Sanosuke's
Is he
getting
hypersonic
killed.
with
he was-
berserk armor, but what makes him
He was
hypersonic?
so the listed feat is that he was able to react and put his sword into the ground before lightning struck him to act as a like a grounded area so that he wouldn't be killed by the lightning. So lightning
Now,
struck
does
down.
intuition have
He was
anything
able
to
to
do with that?
He was able to react and put his sword in the ground before lightning struck him. That puts him above hypersonic because lightning is hypersonic.
Well, I'm saying, does intuition have anything to do with that? Because Guts is like top tier when it comes to intuition,
He
and
still has to do
fighting
the
IQ.
action.
I mean, so like, yeah, you can be intuitive and understand something's happening, but you have to have the reaction speed to be able to stop it too.
Yeah.
So he was able to perceive it happening and react fast enough to stop it.
All those black holes, they doing nothing. He's getting killed. He's getting killed by Guts. He's
not getting killed by Guts.
He's getting killed by Guts.
Every single feat that I've listed is still legitimate in terms of.
And I've given you those are legit. That's great for his world. Dodging lightning, fighting toe to toe with Zod, who we still haven't seen his final form, by the way. We still haven't. And he fights toe to toe every time they see each other. It's like the goddamn.
You're praising him fighting toe to toe with Zod when Zod's not as strong.
Zod is literally stronger than damn near everybody in the Kenshin verse. Damn near everybody. And that's just
what I'm looking at right now, because I have them side by side. They have the same stamina. Guts has slightly higher durability. They have the same striking strength.
Go ahead and say more durability. It's not slightly higher.
Guts has higher lifting strength. Guts has higher speed. Guts has higher attack potency. If we go by the way, don't forget, he's almost blind. If we're being stat merchants on paper, Guts should win.
But the question is,
and their range is
dead.
One
of the questions is, can Guts survive?
Range is dead even. So Lonnie, if that's the question, I believe Kenshin would survive. Yes, because they're very similar.
Thank you.
He would survive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So the question that it was proposed: can Kenshin survive in the Berserk universe? I mean, I don't see why not. I'll be honest. Yo, Guts has an assistant. That little kid, he survives in the Berserk universe. Kenshin can survive in the Berserk universe. He's fine.
Let's sit here and
what
pretend
are we talking about?
Like
he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Like, let's sit here and pretend like that kid's in the action, like Guts is. That's where
he is in the action. What are we talking about?
He's not in there fighting Ganishka. What are
I
we
never
talking
said
about?
he was. I never said he was Guts, but he's in the action.
Oh, sure. Also based off of everything I said, could he cut through plated armor?
Okay, then he can cut
he
through
probably
plated
could.
armor.
Yes, he
but
probably
Guts,
could. Yes.
But Guts is still walking away with the dub. If they see each other on the street, but Dosai or not, Guts is walking away with the
random.
dub.
It wouldn't be easy. I'll say that.
I'm not saying it's easy, but all Guts.
Because you've been talking like he just because the whole
Guts has to
like
do.
he walks
All Guts has to do is touch him once, and Kenshin's done. Kenshin can run away all he wants. When Guts is faster, Guts is almost all the way blind.
Yeah, so you're just saying it's done like it's going to be easy. You're still saying it's done like it's going to be easy. So Randall. So to conclude this, because we have to move on to the anime. So Guts would be Kenshin, but Kenshin can cut through plated armor. Kenshin can survive. Kenshin has the same range of attack.
No, you were the one claiming range. You were the one claiming range. Miles had to clean you up on the range. What are we talking about here?
No, you disagree with the range. You disagree. You're like, his sword's way bigger. His sword's way bigger.
Let's not sit here and pretend. Lonnie and Santo said. Hey, Lonnie Santo could say, "Oh, Kenshin. Oh, by the way, you said nothing Guts has done is better than Kenshin, and Kenshin could speed blitz Guts, and both those were categorically false."
Mm-hmm.
Both those were categorically false.
We'll put a poll up on the YouTube channel to see what other people think in terms of the question: can Kenshin survive in the Berserk universe? And see what people say, of course. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a good day. Good Guts.
The first Kenshin Guts thing was 92-8, so I'm wondering what this is going to be. I feel like this might be even worse.
The only thing I know is Tanjiro
might be like 95-5.
Tanjiro.
Talking about Demon King Tanjiro?
No, I'm talking about Demon Slayer Tanjiro. What me?
Hey, we don't talk about Kusakabe. Hey, don't put Kenshin and Kusakabe in the same sentence. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Kusakabe. I mean, he has hacks, man.
Hey, Beast might be cooking. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, all right. So now we're gonna go into the anime from my anime list, talk about the spring anime that are coming up, give our general thoughts. Maybe we'll give a little rating about like how much we're looking forward to it from like 0 to 10, how good we think it would be. We'll kind of talk it through, but honestly, from what I'm seeing right off rip, there is just a
That's
bunch of sequels. There's a lot of season 2, season 3s. Also, I just saw this on my anime list. Can you predict the anime of the season? Apparently, there's like a fantasy anime league, and you can basically create an anime fantasy thing
That's
to
pretty
just
cool.
for like the best anime of the season. We might look into that a little bit,
Can you
but
scroll down so I can see the rest of the list?
yeah.
That's a tough front six right there.
All right, so let's talk about all of them. First, we got Konosuba. I never really got into Konosuba.
Konosuba is the funniest isekai out of
It's
all of them.
hilarious.
It's the funny.
so
It's
funny.
the funniest isekai out of all of them. That shit is hilarious.
It
Like
is
that
a killer
author.
game.
That's the main thing it got going for it, because like the story itself is kind of meh. It's mainly the comedy. It's mainly the comedy that drives the show.
It is crazy that the web novels and the light novels all came out at the same time. There's technically like 5. Got obviously Konosuba fulfills the comedy aspect. Overlord is like we watch the villain take over the world. Sword Art Online is the video game aspect. Mushoku Tensei is like the more character driven, and then Slime is just kind of like the all around one, because there are times where I think Slime can get very dark, but also Slime can also be very funny at the same time.
Konosuba. So I'm gonna put the chat on game. So like if you're just like chilling, smoking whatever with a girl or whatever, and you want to put on some anime, just put on Konosuba, because you guys can like really have a full conversation, barely pay attention to the story, and still have a great time, because there'll just be some random funny shit that's just gonna be making you die. And yeah, unironically, it's one of the better isekais, just because it's like the story's probably the worst out of all the big ones, because it's so bland and basic, but just the comedy that happens, because it's basically someone that got isekai that doesn't want to do it, that doesn't want to be there. He does not want to be participating in any of the shit.
By the way, he was smart. He was like, "You can take anything to the next world." He's like, "I'm gonna take you, the goddess."
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's fucking genius."
Yeah, the goddess is like, "You can take whatever you want, like whatever weapon, magic power, whatever." He's like, "You." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "What?"
Yeah, it's a parody isekai. So if you like your parody stuff, you're gonna like Konosuba. There's a reason why it's like
I can't
the
stand
number one. I think it's highly regarded.
And it has a spinoff. So
on the Explosion Girl, right?
Yeah,
for Megami.
Mhm.
But I mean, for me, I'll probably give it like a 5. I never got into Konosuba, so that's how much I'm looking forward to.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I love it.
Respect it. Demon Slayer, Hashira training arc.
Is it weird that I'm not really that gassed for this, because it's just set up for the movies?
That's what I was wondering. Is it the movie stuff just rehashed into the?
No. This is the training arc that leads up to because we're getting the Infinite Castle in 3 movies. This is just leading up to that. Because I remember
I
you
don't care about this that much then.
But did they not have a training arc in theaters though? Is what I'm asking.
No, the movie was the theaters one was like the last 2 episodes and like the first episode
of this season. Yeah, they did that the season before. So I think it is kind of nice because we get to see how strong everybody gets, and I think the training arc in the manga, I liked it. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. But this is completely set up, and Tsunemi finally gets his chance to kind of shine. Tsunemi and Gyome get their chances to kind of shine.
The goats.
Hey, and stop hating on Aqua. She's not completely useless, okay? She does stuff like party tricks.
But other than that, it's just set up. So I'm not really that gassed for it. There's a reason why they showed, like they did where they're going into the Infinity Castle as like the first thing in the clip that you showed us, Miles. Because they know that's the hook to get the people to watch the season. Because we get to see, okay, what happened to get here. Especially for the anime onlys.
They probably should just add like extra content since it's a training arc. Just might as well. Just kind of add more character stuff, add more details regarding the training and how it led into what do they call it? They call it a mark. Is it just called a mark?
The
Demon Slayer
mark.
Demon Slayer mark. Kind of go into details a little bit more about that. That probably will help it. But yeah, this is not.
Did they ever explain in the manga why that one dude lived so long with when he had the mark and everyone else dies super early?
Yoruichi?
Yeah.
I think because he was like, because he's just different.
He's the first. Yeah,
He's the first one, man. He's different because
So
every
that
style.
still don't
and he
make
wasn't
sense.
he born with it as well?
Yes,
he
was
did have
born
it
with
at
it.
birth. Yes.
So every style, like every
I
style
know
that
every
you
style
see,
came. I'm just like, why
came
does
from-
everyone die from it? But I don't know. Whatever.
I think because he's just different. I think because he's him.
Yeah,
He's the GOAT.
yeah.
Yeah,
He could
they
be him all
probably
he wants.
could
That's
go
still
into
that's still-
backstory a little bit more about.
that'll be the
I don't
reason
think they
why.
will, but I think
I think it makes sense. Oh no, because that's safe for Kokushibo, right? When they fight Kokushibo in the movie, is that when we're gonna get the backstory?
Oh yeah, but I feel
Part of
like
it.
they can add a little bit. Well, I guess they want to wait until Kokushibo, so that's fine. I guess. We'll see. All right, now the banger that is the Slime anime. Yes, I'm hyping it up. This is my favorite guy right here. Slime season 3, bro. Slime is so good, man.
I'm really excited for season 3. I'm really
Rimuru finally gets his get back on Hinata for sneaking him at
But
the end
at
of
the same
season.
time, I don't know.
Season 2.
Unless we're just gonna be talking about it every week, I don't know if I'm gonna be watching it because I want to like build up until like where I can just binge it.
It's running up through the end of the year, Lonnie.
Oh,
there's no. It's not split.
I might have to watch it weekly. Like, there's very few anime I watch weekly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it weekly.
This is one of them ones, man. That first week of April is ridiculous, man. First week is so crazy with all the stuff that's coming out.
I highly recommend y'all to get into Slime. Like, it has the action. Like Brandon said it earlier. It's all around as action, great characters. It goes into like politics and how to kind of deal with different kind of kingdoms and all that stuff. And also, like, there's season 1, season 2. No, I think you should you watch Slime Diaries before season 2? I forget, or after.
No, because it's just slice of life moments in between moments.
Might as well just watch it though.
I think it's good. If you like slice of life, you should watch it because I think the girl, the Treant girl, gets a lot of love in that show.
Facts. Season 1, Slime Diaries. Season 2, then watch the movie. So, and then watch season 3. Fire.
That Slime Diaries has its own spin-off novel series, so they could go back and make a season 2 of that as well.
I never watched Slime Diaries.
I think you
really like the characters, watch it. That's what I would say. You really like the characters.
So
all right, Random. Hype it up.
Shit.
Come on.
When I'm telling y'all,
I'm with you.
When I'm telling y'all, shit's about to change in part 2. The way, look. When I obviously spoiled a little bit of stuff to Miles in our own.
Oh, he's a whole adult. Is that a kid? His kid?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to spoil some stuff, but the way season 2 ends, when he finally reunites with his friend, they get married. Spoilers. Something happens, and that's why those are his 2 little sisters. You actually meet them in season 1 when they were babies, and you see them a little bit through the season. Miles can tell you, like, when they rescue Lilia, her mom, and Aisha, that's the maid sister, when they rescue them from a prince when they're coming back to their village. But things are about to change. Lonnie, turning point 3 is coming, and let me tell you right now, y'all are not ready for turning point 3. Y'all are not. It's gonna be one of those where when it happens, I'm gonna be coming up in here, and Lonnie's gonna be like, "No, shut up, Random. I got it," because things are about to change. The one trustworthy character, Miles, you about to really see him for what he truly is.
Hey, chill. That's a little bit of a spoiler.
Ooh, you talking about my nigga Rui Jer?
No.
The one trustworthy character.
I've said too much. I've said
too much. That was too much of a gem right there.
Listen. I'm a hype it up real quick. I was on the fence about my show. Let me turn my camera on. I'm working. Let me turn my camera on real quick. This nigga Rudius is he might be the most human MC I've ever encountered in a story. And it's like, I can't compare him to Luffy. I can't compare him to Naruto because, they have moments, but just some of the struggles to see this dude go through and how big of an impact they have on him, it's just so relatable. When Eris leaves him to kind of go on her own journey and find her way, and just to see the depression that puts him in the following, it's not a second season. Is it a second season?
It's a part.
It's a second part.
Mm-hmm.
That's so human. Because anybody, if they girl left them, they'd just be outright depressed,
Especially
right?
the way she leaves them.
Abruptly after he gets that coochie, damn. As messed up as and it's so weird because as messed up as Rudius is in his past life, at least being able to see him redeem himself and seeing how this author um has him go through all of these human things and his second chance and how he handles them and how he decides to rectify things even for other people. The advice he gave to his pops was crazy. Like how he was able to, work his pops through and see him in the middle, right? He talked about his situation with his friend and how his homie had tried to do the same thing to him in his real life and how he lashed out for him and how he was able to rectify it. Rudius is a human. It doesn't even feel like I'm watching an anime at times. I love Mashoko. It's fucking weird at times, and sometimes it does push the boundaries.
There is a lot
as
of
far as like
anime
what
bullshit
I
in the show.
like. But if you want a really human MC that you as a, minus the crazy stuff you did in the past, that you as a human can relate to, I heavily suggest it. It's really, really good.
The biggest problem with Mashoko Tensei is that it relies a lot on anime bullshit, both of different varieties. Like whether or not it's the pervy aspects, sometimes it's like fan service, but things like that. Have you met Sarah yet, Miles, in season 2?
That's part of the new company he's in, right? Yeah, I have met them.
So
I just finished the part where they beat all of the bears, and he kind of showed his true strength a little bit. He got out of the rut.
Keep watching, because when I'm telling you, by the end of part 1, like what Santo said earlier, like when I'm telling you, I was almost crying. Like it's different, man. This kind of level of storytelling, character writing is so different, man. When you're watching a guy, because this is what I'm saying, where a lot of isekais that you watch now just kind of skip over this part and just get the guy to like, okay, now he's good, and
he's
like
he's strong, like everything he does is inconsequential. It really feels like everything he does matters, and every interaction he has matters like heavily. I love it.
And it's even like little characters who don't get that much screen time have huge effects on the story, in my opinion. Like the leader of Counter, the black lady in of the party he's in, she's so important. She's one of those characters, like she doesn't say that much, but when she says something, it's important. So I want you to go back after you, especially finishing the first 4 episodes, which is my favorite part of the story, volume 7, when Rudius is basically that he lives that adventure life that we see in every isekai. That's my favorite part, because that's what anybody who's still on the fence, that's what, like, this is okay. I'm gonna ride through this because I want to see where he goes. You see why this is so important, why he's the way he is, and you, like you say, you still get glimpses into his past life, where you said his friend. Eventually, you're gonna see other people, members of his family, try too, and it's one of those where it's just like you just want him to do good, man. You just want him to do good. You want him to learn for his mistakes. And anybody who's saying no, should be past this is lying, because y'all wouldn't be past this. How many people really just make a mistake and then they fix it immediately? How many people in real life are like that? Rudius isn't like that.
I'm like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that, to be honest.
But like, okay, for y'all too, there's thousands of people who are not. So that's why I'm saying, like, he's so human. The story.
Not everyone could be a god, so
yeah. So I'm just saying, like, oh my god,
I'm not trying to get struck by lightning.
and I'm telling Miles, once you finish part 1 and part 2 is gonna start you off like, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be hitting you with haymakers, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck's going on? And I can't tell you guys.
J-Rob. That's hilarious.
Hey, shout out to J-Rob.
No, like I was like low key peeping on my phone. I was like, this game's still going on, and I just saw Anthony Davis get like a game saving block for double overtime. I was like,
who they playing?
The Bucks.
They're playing the Bucks.
And LeBron's out. And LeBron's out too.
And
that's why.
Overtime.
That's why.
But is Giannis in?
I think so.
Reeves got a triple double.
If Giannis is in and Dame is in, and they're going to double OT with the Lakers,
They suck. Yeah,
they suck. Oh, disgusting.
It's funny how we're about to start talking about My Hero and J-Rob's not here. Well, J-Rob is here, but he's not here.
Shout out Mashoko Tensei though. That's contender for best anime of the the season for sure, right?
Anime of the year this year, the list that when we do the awards, we're going to be having really big conversations.
Frieren wins. I don't care what anime comes up.
I wonder if Crunchyroll is going to put it this year.
It's March and it's just ended.
Wasn't it in last year's thing?
No,
or was it
not?
not? Then never mind. Mind. I think we might have conversation depending on because what I've seen, they've changed the director, Miles, of part 2.
Okay,
so they're going back to kind of season 1 type animation from what they've shown. So we might have a conversation, but I think the damage has been done.
I have a dark horse, but I don't know. I have a dark horse. It depends, but Tower of God might be up. I don't know.
ReZero's coming too.
You know what's hilarious? I got my friend into reading Tower of God. Now he knows. Now he knows how great Tower of God is, bro. Tower of God. He said his Tower of God is top 3 with him now because bro, Tower of God. I'm not exaggerating. I straight up am not exaggerating. It is the One Piece of webtoons. It is the One Piece of webtoons. Like I'm not exaggerating.
There's just so much of it to read. I gotta lock in.
For sure.
I read a little bit after
that girl pushed him off the shit because she was jealous.
That's why I started reading a little bit, but then like something happened. I just stopped reading for a while, so I was just like, I need to lock back in.
That had me like the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones when she pushes Bond off the shit. I couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah, that's a great and random. Let's be very clear. People talk about the animation, the art for season 1 is prologue. Let's be very clear. Prologue. That's all season 1 was.
Oh my god.
Season 2 is Tower of God. Moving forward, that is the story, bro. It's about to get crazy for people. But all right, let's go.
I didn't like white girls with blonde hair for a little bit after watching that show. I was like, nah, we're not touching y'all. Stay away from me.
Rachel's still in the story. You're gonna see plenty of Rachel. Trust.
Fuck Rachel, man. Fuck Rachel. Everything she about.
Hey man,
that laugh at the end of the season. Fuck her for real. She laughed from a special place.
My Hero.
My Hero season. What is season 7? I don't know.
Stars and Stripes Shiggy fight.
Oh, they better kill.
I am looking forward to that.
And then they probably set up the final war arc. That's what they probably end up doing.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. No.
We out on My Hero.
Yeah, they showed in the trail. They showed on the trailer a Dobby confronting Todoroki. So
really, they're gonna go that?
Those damn blue sky. Yo, I saw my boy Manga.
It's gonna be like 24 or 28 episodes, and like
So you're gonna stop? What? Were they gonna stop right before Shiggy and Deku fight?
Probably.
Is that where they're gonna stop?
Probably.
Oh, they're gonna then they're gonna end it with a movie. Then that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna end it with a movie.
Well, that warrior arc is very long. I don't think they're ending it with a movie. That warrior arc.
You got to do Ochako.
There's so many phases of there's multiple parts of multiple villain fights too. Like it's long as hell. Also, My Hero fans are weird as hell. The people who are complaining about the blue skies on Twitter.
What's wrong with the blue skies?
Bro, they were
just not blue enough.
They're just complaining about blue skies. I'm like, what are you?
Is it not blue enough?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's so weird, bro. It's crazy.
Okay.
Next is Misfit of Demon Academy.
Timothy.
Timothy. Put some respect on his name.
I did watch season 1. I don't know why this. I'm so surprised it's getting multiple seasons. Like I thought it was good after season 1. I didn't understand. After
it's getting multiple seasons because he's him.
He's him.
But like, what's the story? He made up with the
story
hero.
Is that he's him. What's the story of Solo Leveling? He's him.
Well in season 2,
basically. But like season 2, like season 1, he was already him. Like,
but he's even more him. Like he's him to the second power. I don't know what to tell you in season 2.
It's like Saitama. Saitama is already him.
But that's a parody.
He's just magical Saitama. That's all he is, for real.
Bro, he be chilling. I'll be honest, I don't like the 2 girl characters. I don't get the point of them. But other than that, Anos
to be fair.
I'm right there with you.
I don't know what they're for. What did they do?
The worst part is there's a light novel. They're working off the light novel because the manga stopped abruptly because the manga writer and author died. So it got switched up. Plus, the animation studio got hit with COVID, so season 2 had to be stopped for like 6 months. So there's so much. It's kind of getting back on its footing now. The series is. So I'm curious to see what season 3 got I'm just fine with more him moments from him.
Yeah, I respect
but
it.
I
All
want-
right,
I
let's
wanna
speed
talk
run
about-
through. Well, we can't speed run through this.
No, I
Kaiju
wanna
number
talk
8 finally gets its anime. Oh, it's
It's gonna
finally
be rookie of the
interesting.
year. I think it's gonna be rookie of the year because well,
Well,
no, Frieren. Besides
yeah,
Frieren, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Besides
yeah,
Frieren,
yeah.
I was just like, wait, Frieren. No, but in terms of just pure shonen type anime, it's gonna be rookie of the year. A lot of people, especially in the beginning, Kaiju. I think Kaiju number 8 at the beginning is maybe where it's at its best. Beginning,
Definitely
middle.
slowed down.
It's kind of it's slowed down for me. I honestly haven't watched read the last few chapters because it was just kind of meh. But no, definitely the beginning and the middle are where it's gonna be the most captivating. It's gonna give like the first episode because Loki. I like realized this the other day. I just didn't say anything to y'all because the Parasite movie is coming out on Netflix. So that's another banger that Netflix is coming out. They come out with a Parasite movie.
Netflix should chill, man.
But I saw like
They trying to run it up.
I was rewatching Parasite, and I was just like, wait a minute. And then I reread the first chapter of Kaiju number 8, and I was like, bar for bar.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I feel like okay. Before I met you
I was
guys,
like-
I feel like when I first saw Kaiju number 8, I think I did say, "Yo, this is Parasite." I think I did say that when I first.
Yeah,
read
because it was
Kaiju
like the
number 8.
same situation. Like in the bedroom, thing just pulls up on him. I'm like, I like paused Parasite after that happened. I was just like, hold up, let me read Kaiju number 8 real quick. I just read I just skipped through the first chapter. They stole this nigga's flow. They stole their flow.
Yeah, it's like Kaiju. Okay, Kaiju number 8. I described it as Parasite meets World Trigger. If you know what World Trigger is, meets like Pacific Rim. Like that's what Kaiju number 8 was to me.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay. But no, Kaiju number, it's definitely gonna be a fun watch for a lot of people. I think it's very enjoyable. I do feel like it falls off where the manga's at right now. Oh, you're right.
Is it getting
Claudio.
an anime?
You're right, Claudio. Don probably is gonna outdo that.
I don't know if it's coming out this year though. Done.
I think they came out with a trailer though, so I think it is. I think it's coming out like in October. I don't know if it's coming out in spring, but I think it's coming out this
It
year.
probably won't qualify for this year then. For if it comes out October, November, or something around there.
No, but I actually just started reading Don like last week, so I'm locked in.
It's interesting. It's very
How
interesting.
is
Very interesting.
Adele? How is the Elusive Samurai not got an adaptation?
It will. I'm so confident it will.
I
I'm
was
not
the beginning after the end. I got an adaptation.
like the
Well, they
elusive.
got to figure out their freaking author yet. And also, that's manhwa. That's different.
Yeah,
different.
they're still getting their bearings. There's only 2 shonen that have yet to get like. I think didn't Mission Yozakura Family get?
Yes, it's
Yes,
getting
they
one.
did.
It's getting
Elusive Samurai will eventually get it because Assassination Classroom got it, so it will eventually get it. It's good.
Also, when is Sakamoto Days getting announced? That's what I want.
We know it's going to get one though. Like the
We
rumors
know
are
because
there.
that's what I want, chat. Like I want Sakamoto Days. That's all I care about.
By the way, is Kaiju number 8 the first season of the anime going to finish before the goddamn manga does? Because I'm getting pissed off every time I read a goddamn chapter.
I really feel like Kaiju number 8 is probably gonna go on for another year and a half, 2 years. Honestly, based off the pacing and probably what needs to happen.
And it takes forever to drop a chapter. Like Jesus.
Yeah, no, because I don't think the chat knows. So Shonen Jump gave this author like special permission because like Kaiju number 8, it starts off with a bang. So especially when the manga came out, it was hella popular. It was doing crazy like Demon Slayer type numbers when it first came out, like on Shonen Jump, on the Shonen Jump app and stuff. Before the manga volumes are even out in the bookstores, it was doing crazy numbers. Then the guy's like, "Hey, I don't know if I can keep up this pace every week." So they're like, "Okay," like, and so they just like they gave him like random breaks here and there. Kept on happening. So they're like, "You know what? We're gonna make it bi-weekly." He's like, "All right, cool." Started coming out bi-weekly for like 2-3 weeks. Then he needed more breaks and more breaks. So they're just like, low key, drop when you want to. So that's
what's annoying is like sometimes he would drop just a color page. Like he won't even drop a chapter. It's like 2 pages of colored characters. I'm like, bro, this guy's so annoying.
So like low key, he just does what I don't think it's health related though. So I think authors get writer's block, and low key that might be what's going on because I don't know where the hell this story is going. I don't know.
Bro, I've
don't
said
know
a
where this
long
is.
time ago, bro. This story had no direction. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
what,
bro,
yo,
where is
low
this
key,
story
the
going?
breaks might be needed because the pacing right now is bad. The storyline, I have no idea where they're going. And it's not like it's not like a complicated story either, Chad. It's like it's a basic Shonen Jump type story. So
There's so much kaiju lore. Why are you struggling? Like, I don't
like
even
for
know how you're
real,
struggling,
like, and
bro.
he set up stuff for the future. So I'm just like, why aren't you just writing about? So I'm assuming it's writer's block. I'm hoping it's not health, but yeah, this Shonen Jump gave him too much power too early. They really thought because like there were talks like years ago. They're like, oh, this is gonna be the new Attack on Titan because that's how much hype it was.
Yeah, I
getting.
never agreed to
I
that.
never agree with that, but like the first 2 months, it was getting like Attack on Titan level hype, and so Shonen Jump just gave him too much power too quickly, and now
Now it's not getting. It's not even getting. Like, it's supposed. I thought kaiju number 8 would be closer to the top, bro. People are more looking forward to seeing Misfit of Demon Academy than kaiju number 8. Like, that's actually crazy. Now that I think
the
about
first
it.
season should be lit though. The first 2 seasons are probably gonna be really good.
Hopefully, the animation needs to be on point. I'm not gonna lie, it does. And that's like the selling point of kaiju number 8's manga is the art. It's fantastic. So yeah. Next we got Day Alive 5. I don't even know about seasons 1 through 4. I don't know what
For
this
the
is.
for the life of me, this is one of those anime. I watched the first season when I first started watching anime. It's your typical
Harem.
harem anime, but the guy has like special powers that he gets from like making the girls like him or some shit.
Ew, gross.
That's like for the life of me, I was like, why do people like this show?
Yeah,
Like
that's,
even maybe I wish J Rob was here. Maybe J Rob would know because he's a fan of fan service. But I'm like, even like the girls on the show, I'm like, they're not moving me.
bro,
I've
the fact
heard
that
of
they got
it.
5
I've
seasons
heard of
is
it.
actually crazy.
It's
Wait,
been
what?
on my manga list. It's been on my anime/manga list for years. I just never picked it up.
Nah, I'm all right.
Never
Just keep
picked it up.
pushing.
You don't need to, man. Spice and Wolf coming out with a sequel. Is that what this is? I never watched it, but shout out.
I
Spice
never
and Wolf.
like I remember reading it out loud and my girl screamed because she hates it so much. So
Damn.
she's like
Damn.
I hate that show. I was just like, okay.
I don't know why the hell this is getting more seasons.
I will say this. This is
What's
one
that
of
one?
those where I think the
The
premise
irregular
of
and
the
Magic
show,
High School.
Yo, I just started watching that. I just started watching that like 2 weeks ago.
I think
Really?
the premise of the
feel
show
bad
is
for you.
fantastic because it's one of those where like it's like you see the future of a fantasy society where magic has been so ingrained in it that
Right.
they found a way to make it magical. And the main
So-
character is admittedly, I think he's awesome. The
So let
problem
me-
is his
Yeah,
weird
no,
relationship,
yeah,
the
his
anime
weird
bullshit with
relationship
his sister.
So
But
yeah, because
the
I
show
literally
itself
just
is great.
I literally picked it up like 2 weeks ago, and so my initial thoughts are like the world itself is pretty interesting, and like how like they're using magic in such a scientific way, in such a technical way. I really like that aspect. Like it really makes you pay attention and lock in. I like some of the characters and like some of the dynamics that they have, except of course,
His
why
sister-
does he have that type of relationship with his sister?
I
That
so
is-
Nani,
That's
Nani,
the only thing stopping me from like binging it because it's like, yo, like,
It's
the
not
world-
even just the siscon. It's like it's the sister too. She likes him too. It's like,
so I can give you guys some
right now where I'm
context.
at. It seems like it's more the sister than him.
It's
But, like,
always
the
always
world
more the
is
sister.
interesting. The
Yeah, I
main
think it's more than
character is
sister, right?
interesting, but just that one thing is just like, yo. So I'm watching it. I'm just trying to ignore it for now, just to, like can judge it based off the world and everything. But
Lonnie,
yeah.
how far are you in the show?
maybe like I can probably check right now. Hopefully this doesn't kick me out.
So I'm gonna say this. So something happened to the main character where he's always ironically he's a character
Number
that
8 already out.
we can wait.
No, just the preview, not the
so-
whole thing.
yeah, it's
Okay,
April
okay.
13th right here. April 13th.
So the
So
main
I'm on
character.
episode 8 of season 1.
Okay, so the main character, something happened to the main character to why he's like devoid of emotion, and you'll see his magic, why his magic, and you'll see why because it affects his magic. But because of his power, he saved his sister when they were younger, and His sister basically fell in love with
Yeah,
him because of
I
that.
don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that.
But
Anything regarding
it's just the worst part of it because I like a lot of the characters. I think the politics in that show is really good, especially once you get to season 2, Lonnie, where you'll see more of the outside. Like the U.S. gets involved in season 2, so you're gonna see how that affects it. It's just that anime bullshit's what hurts it for me.
Yeah, random. It's cooked, bro. But hey,
apparently it's not. It's getting another season.
It's getting another season. It's
oh yeah, because
people
there's
love it in
weirdos-
Japan.
Oh, hold up. Let's be very clear. There's weirdos that like anime. We hear. I mean, come on. Potential rookie of the year, though. I heard a lot of good things. Go Loser Ranger. Not gonna lie, I heard a lot of people.
I'm super hyped and excited for it. I loved Power Rangers as a kid, so this is like a dark spin on it. This is like it feels like an animated version of like The Boys or something like that. It's like a parody on like superheroes. So this is like a parody on Power Rangers. And I said this since I was a kid. When I stopped watching Power Rangers, this is like, yo, they're just crashing into like skyscrapers. What don't people work there? This is like the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I was like, this is like the middle of the day. This is like 2:00 in the afternoon, and they're just crashing into skyscrapers and shit on the daily. I was like, niggas are dying.
That's what I be watching every time I watch a Godzilla movie.
Niggas are dying.
Every time I watch a Godzilla movie, when Godzilla and King Kong fought in the night at night in the city, I'm like, they're just motherfuckers in these buildings just dying as they're squared up.
Power Rangers, this is like every day. Like they're just. I was like, well, insurance must be crazy.
It's definitely not. Bro. Some of these like the henchmen thing, they be showing up in the most random places too. They be like at a library, at a store. I'm like, bro, you just driving, you just see what the fuck, bro. Come on, bro. Like,
yo, the Yellow Rangers at Starbucks getting
they're just
a mocha
stepping on
cappuccino.
And shit. How many cars are they destroying while they're just stepping on the streets? How many people are under that shit? You can't outrun a Megazord. Like what the fuck?
Yo, if you go pick up my car, you better hit the dude with it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna need you. If you miss, I'm gonna be sick because I'm like, you shouldn't even picked up my shit in the first place.
Random Claudio asked you if you read the recent Blue Lock. I haven't read Blue Lock in a while, but
I haven't read the latest chapter.
I read it, and I just have one question. I have one question regarding Blue Lock. So everyone has like their whole little thing. Like Barrow has like the lion. Barrow has the lion. Rin has the monster. Butcher has his own monster thing. That one dude has a hawk. Why the fuck does Charles have an Elden Ring boss? What the hell is that?
Yeah, shout out Charles. I like him already. I
was like, yo.
But hey, J-Rob said it. Charles is him, though.
No, but like, why does he have an Elden Ring boss for like his soccer spirit thing? I was like, what?
Charles has
like 4 arms. I'm like, what is this?
If we did that Blue Lock draft, like next week, J-Rob's team might win for real.
Yeah, literally 1 week later.
Then I feel like Charles would have been like picked like
pick?
round 2. Like yeah, easy. Round 1 maybe. So
okay, he might be round 1.
Yeah.
Dude,
Charles OD.
Some other anime. We got Black Butler. It's still going crazy. Damn.
Yeah, that is wild.
Well, I think
it's been out forever.
It's just be chilling. Like,
wait, does that say Windbreaker?
Yeah, we got Windbreaker. Let me read the synopsis for you. Haruka Sakura wants nothing to do with weaklings. He's only interested in the strongest of the strong.
Sound like me. Sorry.
He's just started at the Frieren High School.
This is a different Windbreaker then. I thought this was about the bikes.
Degenerates known only for the brawling strength.
Yeah, different
strength
series,
they use to protect the town from anyone who wishes it. Okay, so it's just a strong. Shout out Tokyo Revengers.
We want to talk about some of the great,
literally Tokyo Revengers too. Like,
yeah, I mean, like,
if we want to talk about some of the greatest manga ever, Windbreaker. It has to be top 5, top 10. Like Windbreaker. I'm sorry. Also, the art in Windbreaker, top 2 at least. Like I'll post some panels in the chat, like some Windbreaker channels. You'll be like,
I might have to.
This is about niggas on bikes.
I might have to peep. Here's my rookie of the year, Michigan Ozakura family. I Well, not Frieren. Frieren exists, but bro, I stand by Mission Yozakura Family. I think it is fantastic. I think once it comes out, people are gonna realize how good it is. I stamp this. This has my stamp of approval, and like, if you, I mean, it has romance too, but I mean, I like it because of the characters and the action. But the Yozakura family is one of the greatest shonen groups of all time. Like, Straw Hats are up there. Vongula family's up there.
Oh,
Yozakura family's up there. Freaking fire, Mission Yozakura family. So I need y'all to lock in for this one. And if you guys want a little synopsis, we got a high school student. There's a family called the Yozakura family. They're a family of assassins, and then the assassin head is one of the daughters, and she by default had to marry the main character, and now he has to get he has to kind of live a life as an assassin now, as the married of the head of the assassin family. So there's a lot of powers, there's a lot of combat, there's a lot of action, there's a lot of storytelling. It is cold. Guarantee someone y'all gonna like that.
real
I
quick,
don't-
Hydro. If you can't relate to your girl leaving you out the blue to go pursue other things and leaving you high and dry, I don't know what to tell you. We're not focusing on. We know that stuff is bad, brother, and we've highlighted that a lot. I'm talking about some of the more relatable things. That's why I used the example I gave.
To answer Hydro, my take on Masoko Tensei, because I mainly let Miles and Random talk about it. So Hydro, for like full clarification, I didn't until Riddell learned about what happened, what he was doing. I was also unaware.
I didn't know either.
So
yeah.
I watched the first 2 seasons without that in mind, and then I learned about it. And my take on that is, because I'm a very cutthroat type of person. Like, if you cross some of my morals and like you don't get a pass. So if I saw Rudius today, would I be cool with him, or would I like forgive him or anything like that? Hell no. Like, you did what you do, and like what he does is completely unforgivable and disgusting, and I would not want anyone in my family near him. But what Random and Miles were attributing to is that the journey, like, people believe in second chances. Do I technically believe in second chances? Not really. I personally don't, but I can appreciate the aspect of a character, because this is fiction. So I can appreciate the aspect of someone in fiction going through different trials and tribulations and learning from those experiences and having human raw reactions and emotions. That's what I take from Mushoku Tensei. It's like, to me, it's the same thing of like SUV, like watching like SUV or like NCIS, where like there are pedophiles and like horrible people in those shows. But just because they're in those shows, it doesn't take away from the fact that the show is good. It's like cops arresting them and cops highlighting like, yo, these people are doing this or that. And like, you'll see in those shows, like, those people try to justify their actions and they try to like talk to you as a human, yada yada yada. You can understand like, oh, this is what you went through and this is why you did this. To me, you're still a shit human being, but there's context. You can be completely horrible, like still give them the axe, still give them the needle, but at the same time, if we don't condone, if we don't like ban, like, hasn't like SUV, like Special Crimes Unit, hasn't that gone on for like 18 seasons?
Not gonna lie, I used to watch that a lot. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that shit has like 20. That shit has like 20 seasons.
On consistently.
That shit has 20 seasons, and I'm pretty sure like
I loved how they were able to kind of update themselves too.
Yeah, so there's like there's probably files. There are files in at least 10 of those episodes every season. So do we condone it? No, but at the same time, like, Mushoku Tensei highlights that, that is a part of reality and a part of the world, and they do a good job not to praise it or condone it. And you saw that like it happened, and he got immediately punished for his actions, as he should have. He should have gotten worse. Low key, that's how he should have been isekai'd. Low key, that's because if I was his family, that's how he would have been isekai'd right there.
He should have been isekai'd as the vending machine. I'll be honest.
I think the toughest part when it comes to this is that When it comes to
y'all
anymore,
weird.
I
Random,
don't.
you
I
don't,
don't.
you don't have
that.
to. You don't have to.
No. I will.
There
say
is
this.
no redemption, Hydro. I agree with you. There is no redemption. That's.
Only-
I agree. I
And
agree.
he
Hydro.
literally. The tough. I don't hide this anymore, and I hate, and I don't even fight this anymore because everybody likes what they like, and most likely there's something about unless you like, I don't know, fucking Hinata is your favorite person. A lot of series out here, people were out here binging Game of Thrones when they were seeing what fucking two of the biggest characters in the show were doing. People are out here Overlord when you don't really want to know what those people are doing to people. Like this isn't anything new at all, like for real. And I also want to say like let's take something that's simple and I know Riddell, we've talked about this. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Just because Rosalia leveled up and she's has a grown body, she's still 4 years old.
Brad, stop bringing it up. It's
No,
spread,
but it's the truth.
It's not. It doesn't work, bro. It doesn't
it's
work.
It's the truth, though. She's still 4.
No,
like, so,
it doesn't work.
And I just sit there like, look, you like what you like, and if you actually want to have a conversation about this, I can, because it's still one of the worst things I hate about this. Because I'm like, you didn't have to go this OD, man. You really didn't. But that's what the author did, and that's where we're at.
But yeah, let's be very clear though. Like, I mean, I'm not a Mineshoka Tensei guy like these guys. Eventually, I'll watch it down the line in the future.
He's never gonna watch
it.
He's never gonna watch it.
Never gonna watch
it. You didn't hear me once. I'm saying you don't ever really hear me praise Rudius for a reason because of what he's done. Like you never hear me say like, "Oh, Rudius is my favorite character," because he's not.
I didn't even say that. I just said he goes through human trials.
But but I think something important for everybody to know is none of this is in the anime, so don't worry about it. Just don't worry.
Even me. Like I always praise the story. I don't praise Rudius.
I completely support and back your sentiments, but like I said, like there's plenty of shows that like have these type of themes and these type of subjects, and we still talk about them all the time. Like SCV's like probably like has gone on for 20 seasons. Law and Order has gone on for like 30 seasons.
Yeah, but those guys are treated as bad guys. I mean, I think the best way to nip this in the bud is just say like there's a reason why the anime doesn't touch it. The only reason why we know about it is because someone read the light novel and told us. That's it.
And if y'all asked me, I would have told y'all too, because there's no point in hiding that from y'all.
I wouldn't have known. I didn't know. I would have asked. I would have no idea. But okay, I want to touch upon a couple more anime. I think Santo.
Real quick, Hydro, they literally condemned it because as soon as he got caught, he got his ass beat.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of him.
They beat the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, they're not condoning it at all.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can grow from that. No, that so I'm not saying he can grow from that. That's what I'm saying. Like he got his ass beat, and I'm saying that he should have got isekai'd. That's what I'm saying.
Bartender Glass of God. So a couple of y'all were bringing this up. So let's read this synopsis real quick. Hidden in the back streets of the Ginza district is Eden Hall, a lone bar operated by this guy, the prodigy bartender who's said to mix the most incredible cocktails anyone has ever tasted. However, not just anyone can find Eden Hall. Rather, it is Eden Hall that must find you. Customers of varying backgrounds, each plagued with their own troubles. Okay, so it's kind of like Odd Taxi. Like random people show up and then you hear their stories. Similar to Death Parade. Okay, it's pretty dope. Might have to peep.
The one that I'm looking forward to.
What's up?
Is scroll down, because unless you want to talk about the Duke of.
Well, I was going to talk about this one. Someone recommended to us, and it's right here. Remonster.
The Fable is one that I think could do really well. It's basically about a hitman who's been killing too much, so he gets sent on vacation. And when he gets sent on vacation with his technically his driver, where they get sent to Osaka, like they get in more shenanigans there. But I think the main character is some kind of autistic, right? Because he doesn't obviously move normally, so to speak. But what I'm telling you, I think this is going to be a great kind of grimy street level like story with obviously with assassins and shit like that. I think I really liked the manga. Ironically the manga got a sequel series and that also just finished, which I also liked. So I was pleasantly surprised to see the Fable get an anime adaptation.
Another one to check out. Obviously we were recommended Remonster just earlier, and here it is. I didn't know it just came out. I had no idea. And Apparently, it's centered around a goblin. So the main character is a goblin. That's a change of pace right there, considering Goblin Slayer.
Oh wait, I think I might have seen this one. I might have read the manga for this one.
I think I saw a trailer for it.
I'm gonna peep. Someone said it was good, and it was like
I've read the manga for this. The manga was pretty good. It's very what do you call it? It's very mature in terms of like
but before we
the
wrap
fighting
up
and things like that.
it's Riddell, I
very
did
mature.
have a reaction in the thing that I wanted to look at.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all the anime. Oh, here it is, the Netflix thing right here. Baki versus Keigen Ashura. Shout out, bro. That shit's
I also have two more. The viral hit, the manhwa is getting an adaptation.
Yeah, Blue Lock movie comes out next month too.
Bochi
the viral hit one, I'm curious to see how that one's done.
I think I saw viral hit. Actually,
it's scroll up a little bit more. Hold on, it's right. Jesus,
I feel like I saw it. Where is it?
It's two down from the 2 rows from the Fable.
Up.
Oh, and this reaction's gonna get spicy, chat. Just letting y'all know.
No,
just
one more.
know.
Scroll down one more. Scroll down.
Oh, it's right here. It's viral hit.
Yeah, I think because basically, like, if I remember correctly,
why do you like all these bullied by his classmate series? Random.
I like motherfuckers getting revenge. What are we talking about? That's what he does, and then after he does that, he starts going around to different places and beating up bullies and puts it on like that world's version of YouTube for views and shit. It's hilarious. I think it's cool. Blame manhwa. They always the ones bringing it up. Respect. And there's one more. Did you see the Suicide Squad isekai anime?
Where?
It should be coming out in the spring.
It is. Like the Suicide Squad's mainly about Harley Quinn and the crew.
And they get isekai'd.
I feel like it would be right here, but
yeah, let me find it. And what do you guys think? Because they've tried this before with remember Batman Ninja, which I just
we don't talk about Batman Ninja.
Yeah, but
we don't talk about it. No.
Okay, no. But this is what I'm saying with the Suicide Squad isekai. If that works, does that?
This is more of a fantasy world, though. That they're
but what I'm saying, does that mean we'll see more stories like this where they're taking a Spider-Man and giving him an anime or something like that?
I don't think they need to do that. Just make anime about other stuff. You don't superheroes.
No, I mean, I feel like this is a unique idea, so I am interested to see how it develops because DC is trying to find different ways to compete with Marvel, and this could be a different avenue for them if they go more anime directions. So I could see not necessarily more isekais, but more anime themed content from DC. So that is a possibility.
It was so weird when I found out that he was
getting... And it was really random because like when you look, because there's like a deep dive trailer on it, and like it's like a full on like dragons, knights, magic, all types of stuff that they're getting isekai to. So it's like,
and like Harley Quinn and King Shark are just going to go crazy in that world.
Oh yeah, that sounds unique.
Code Geass is getting another movie too.
Also, I don't think we ever talked about it, but the Harley Quinn animated show is like one of the best animated shows on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I love it on Max. Like it's on Max. It's fun. It's a 9 out of 10.
Gintama is getting a movie. They're adding like.
Well, Gintama's probably just doing different stuff. They're good. Their story's finished.
Yeah, Detective Conan's getting a movie. Jesus.
I want to do a Gauntlet. So we'll do a Gauntlet, do the reaction that Lonnie wants to check out, and then we'll wrap it up. So this is Gauntlet for Best Season 1 Anime Gauntlet Frieren Edition. First name up, Frieren or Tokyo Ghoul? I want to hear from Lonnie. I want to hear from Lonnie.
Lonnie TG, nigga. What we doing, bro?
Yo, Lonnie, turn that camera back on, bro. We need to hear some words.
I'm about to say, don't lie to the people, Lonnie. Don't lie to the people.
We're trying to hear from the Tokyo Ghoul stand himself. Be objective. Come on now.
You know what? Because one has the greatest opener in anime history, and one doesn't. So I'm just gonna go Tokyo Ghoul. That is.
You don't believe it, Chad. Look at his face. You don't believe it.
That is my bailout. Don't look at my face. That is my bailout. one has the ultimate opener and the other one doesn't. So you know what that just gives it the slight edge. That gives it the slight edge.
Are you talking about like opening episode or
No, like the opening theme song.
Theme song.
Oh,
Is
we really
fire,
decided
bro.
this based on theme song? Oh my god.
Unravel clears.
It's a
Come
part
on
of the
now.
anime. I have to put everything in there.
Unravel clears. You cooking, bro. You cooking.
You know what I'm saying?
Unravel is fire. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
Unravel is
listen to
fire.
Miles. He didn't even
Man,
seen the
have you
goddamn
seen the
episode. Like, what are
It
you
don't
talking
matter.
about?
It do not matter.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you
that
know how
sounds
hard
so
that
good,
is.
bro. Oh man.
So
That's crazy. So Tokyo Ghoul only wins the opener. That's why it wins. That's crazy.
Oh, God.
Hey man,
Loki
Random, what
might
you
be
think?
getting cleared everywhere else, but we don't need to talk about that.
Random, what you got?
I'm taking
It doesn't
Frieren.
clear in pain, okay? It doesn't clear in pain.
Frieren. For me, this is actually Tokyo Ghoul season 1 is fantastic, bro. It is
Especially those last
fire,
two
bro.
episodes. You can't fuck with those last two episodes. You
Bro,
can't.
Ken Kaneki's transformation is heat, bro.
It's
Come
peak.
on, bro. Ken Kaneki is one of my favorite characters. Tokyo Ghoul is one of my favorite
What's
series.
1,000 minus 7 random? What's 1,000 minus 7 random?
This is actually tough for me.
What-
Oh
what-
my
what-
god,
what
this is
one
hard.
Give me one-liner in Frieren. Give me a one-liner like that. That's at the level of 1,000 minus 7. People got that shit tattooed on them.
So we really out
This
here
is actually
talking
tough. No,
one-liners.
this is hard.
Yeah. We
We
talking
really out here talking one-liners, Lonnie. You
1,000
coping
minus
that
7.
hard?
What's 1,000 minus 7
Lonnie,
random?
you coping that hard? It's okay, bro.
You don't know random. You don't
Lonnie,
know
it's okay.
random.
So
Quick
here's
Lonnie,
my
look at me, bro. It's okay. It's okay.
here's my thing, Lonnie.
It's gonna get a reboot anyway, Lonnie. You're gonna forget about it. It's okay.
Here's my
Frieren's
thing.
better right now.
I hope
The
so.
as of right, the only reason why I'll say Frieren, even though I think the like ending parts of Tokyo Ghoul is better. Like the ending of season 1 is probably the best ending of a season like of all time with Ken Kaneki and what happens to him. But the ending of Frieren was also fantastic because Frieren fought herself. Oh yeah, that was fire too. But I'm gonna go Frieren because I think overall from season 1 episode 1 to episode 28, I enjoyed more than episode 1 to the end of Tokyo Ghoul. I think there was parts in the beginning I wasn't feeling Kaneki yet. He was a little bit of a crybaby. Yeah, he was going through a lot of shit, but I'm gonna go Frieren. It's close though. Frieren is
It is
and
close.
Tokyo Ghoul
It is
season 1,
close.
fire. All right. Frieren season 1 or Demon Slayer season 1, the season that put Demon Slayer on the map.
Frieren.
I haven't seen
Frieren.
Frieren, but I'm gonna say Frieren too.
Damn, you hate on Demon Slayer like that, Miles?
It's not that great. Not the season 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Frieren. Shout out season 1 though. They put him on the map, bro. It did.
To be fair, it did take until the spiders for me to fully lock in. I was like, all right. But that
I was
point,
locked in from episode 1 when his sister got turned into a demon and almost killed him. I was locked in right there. I'm
I think that was cool. That and then I lost track when he was fighting the demon that could swim in shadows. Was it shadows or whatever? I was like, are they gonna do like a weekly monster thing? Because I'm not about that.
We had to
That's what I
build
was worried at
himself
the
up a
time.
little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. But we'll go Frieren here. Oh, this is tough. I can't believe I did this. Frieren season 1 or Attack on Titan season 1.
AOT, are
Lonnie.
we stupid? Come on.
I can't believe I did this to myself, man.
I'm not gonna hold you. When the Titan pulls up and destroys the wall, I was like, holy shit. And I haven't
Arwen
gotten
was
that
just
from the
standing
anime
right
yet.
there. It's not easy though. It's not easy.
It's
Shar.
not easy, but AOT takes it.
Yeah, AOT gets a slight edge. It gets a slight edge. Shar's got to yell at me later for what I'm going to do later, but
This is
really worth it.
what I'm going to say.
This is from the AOT man.
I am the
Here go Riddell acting weird. Riddell always gotta act weird, bro. You see him? He's acting weird, bro.
Hey man, this is what I'm gonna say, man. After I've seen Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan season 1 was great, but after I saw season 1, I wasn't at that point going like, this is gonna be the greatest of all time. After Frieren, I already see the vision.
Oh my god!
I already see the vision of
Recency bias is bad, bro.
It's not. No. The moment Attack on Titan was like okay, everything came full circle. This is why it's going to be the greatest of all time. Is the time skip. That's when it hit for me. When everything started hitting, it was like
Season 3 didn't hit for you?
No. Attack on Titan still was elite. It was still great. It was still top tier. But in terms of the tier one status didn't start happening until the time skip. That's when I was like, bro, this tier 1. This is gonna be tier 1.
You're making her want to throw up right now. I hope you know that.
I know. I mean, it's crazy because I'm the Attack on Titan guy, but I'm just going based off what I've seen. And I'm being objective here. Subjective, I'll go Attack on Titan against anything that exists. Objectively, I might have to go Frieren. I'm gonna be honest. I might have to go Frieren season 1 over Attack on Titan season 1. I might have to do it, man. It's tough.
This is disgusting.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's the truth. Hey,
Aaron looking at Riddell right now like I thought we was homies.
He's
trade.
Well, season 1, season 2, and season 3 are all better because of what I know from the time skip, and that's a little cheating. So I'm just going based off like what I know from how I was feeling after season 1 versus how I was feeling after season 1 of Frieren. And I was vibing more from season 1 of Frieren. I don't think Frieren would be better than Attack on Titan.
Dude, so weird, y'all. TP his house. Come on.
TP is out. It's crazy.
Hey man, if you TP my crib, you might TP someone else's crib on accident. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Lakers won, by the way. Lakers won by 4.
Shout out Frieren, man.
Giannis should be ashamed of himself.
That is crazy.
Hey man, it's tough. I'm a truther, but I'm also objective. So we here.
Anyone else in the gauntlet?
Frieren, of course. Random. I need you to answer.
Riddell claims he's objective, but not a royal though. We move.
I never said
yeah.
I never said
Let's continue with the gauntlet game. You got it.
This man throwing lies out there. That's crazy. Random. I need you to answer this.
All right.
Frieren season 1 or Mushoku Tensei season 1?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we hitting everybody's favorites out here, bro. Every single one is going out.
Oh, so One Piece next?
One Piece doesn't really have a season 1. I don't know what you would consider.
Oh, because you know how to put my cape on for sure.
I'd say the end of Arlong Park. Arlong Park is the end of season 1.
It's hard. If
Frieren would be better, I'm not gonna
I would include it, but I didn't include it. I'll be honest.
If I have to
be objective, man,
it's Frieren. But like tomorrow, I'll wake up and say it's Mushoku Tensei.
It's Frieren. I'll say it. It's Frieren.
It's Frieren. But tomorrow, I it's really close for me. But it's Frieren right now.
Okay. No,
ladies and gentlemen, we gotta clip it.
This is you don't know that shit.
What are you talking about?
You don't know that shit. You don't know that shit. Hey, listen up. This is arguably some people say the greatest season 1 of all time. Frieren. Or the Promised Neverland.
Promise.
Oh.
Yeah, Promised Neverland.
Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland. We don't talk about season 2. We don't talk about season 2 at all. That doesn't exist.
There's a season 2?
Is that the greatest fall off in anime?
It's the greatest fall off ever. It's the greatest fall off ever.
What fall off? There's only 1 season.
No, there's a second season.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah, that's crazy. They haven't been able to.
No, here's my thing. In the 2020 era, who gives a company permission to just skip whole arcs? Like, who signs off on that? Like, who just says, hey, like these 20, 30 chapters, scrap it all. Let's just cut ahead. Who does that? Look at something as popular and great as Promised Neverland is a 10 out of 10. It's one of the only 10 out of 10s I can give. And it got ruined by because a company wanted to be stupid. Oh,
I mean, Santo, if I'm being 100% honest, SAO's drop was not as bad as Promised Neverland.
No, Promised Neverland was
that shit was generational.
That was generationally bad. That was ridiculously bad.
Nah, it was. But all right, what are we picking?
Promised Neverland.
I'm going Promised Neverland.
I think Promise better for sure.
I don't even have to think about that one.
I do.
Thank you, Hydro. Soul Eater does need its reboot. Thank you.
I don't know about don't think. I do gotta think. I mean, Promise Neverland is after Promise Neverland season 1, I said this was the best season 1 of
If
all
it ended
time.
right there, I would have been happy.
Like it was so good. It was beyond good, and it was so good that it forced me to read the manga afterwards. Just like I was saying after Frieren season 1, I was saying like, bro, this has the potential to be tier 1. After season 1 of Promised Neverland, I said the same exact thing. I said this has potential to be tier 1. So now I'm in
For
a
anyone that hasn't watched Promised Neverland, just watch the first season. Just leave it at that. That's the ending. That's the ending you need. And if you want more, then read it. Then read it. Do not watch the second season because they completely botched the story.
It's a tough position. I think I'm gonna choose the Promised Neverland. I think I'm gonna choose the Promised Neverland. The twists and turns, the hype and the anticipation from beginning to end. Man, you go through the entire emotional spectrum, man. You go through the entire one. Frieren is fantastic, but Promised Neverland, that's how you do a season 1 right there. I'm gonna go Promised Neverland. I'm gonna go Promised Neverland. That one for me.
Thank God.
Hey man, I'm being objective. You feel me? Hey, that's our gauntlet for season 1 anime.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't throw SAO season 1 in there.
Wait,
That's
hold on.
clearly Frieren. What?
While you set up the reaction thing, let me just make sure.
I don't know what other anime do y'all think should be entered this kind? I think those are the best season 1 animes that I could think of. So
All right, we're good to go. We're good to go. That person's watching. All right.
okay, let's see. Oh, I never seen Santo. I got to.
Thing a woman has said to you. Why should I lower my standards so you can get a chance? Yeah? You
Damn.
can't talk down to me from that height. James, this is the one for me. What did I tell you about speaking to me directly?
That's crazy.
Who says that? Ain't no way.
They get these from Twitter.
Who are you talking to?
2 words. What muscles?
Oh, that's tough. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
No, that's the final straw.
That's a tough one right there.
Flirting game is as weak as your hairline.
I don't care about that one.
No, the speaking to me directly. I need to say that to somebody before the end of this year. I need to say that to somebody.
But
I
wish
wanted to
you
ask
would
you
try me. You see how crispy this hairline is.
real quick. So, what's the meanest thing a girl said to you? Shar, I've known you said worse to me, Shar.
Oh,
Meanest thing with girls. I don't know, man. Girls don't say mean shit to me like that. I'm gonna be honest.
I wasn't supposed to hear it,
Oh,
but I usually have a resting bitch face, right? Typical. Y'all seen it. So girls were talking about who was the cutest boy in the class or whatever. And the girl was like, he would be cute, but he looks like a pedo because he never smiles. And that hurt me.
Yo, that's a crazy.
Now Leek,
so crazy.
me and Leek went to high school, so I'm gonna text him later and tell him who said that. But that's top 5 hurtful moments of my life.
Oh,
it's like, damn, bitch,
I'm swinging, Miles.
just because I don't smile.
swinging. What are you swinging at?
You're not just about to say that about me, bro.
You ain't gonna
I wasn't
swing.
here though, so I couldn't overreact.
Nah. We walking over. I look like what?
I'm fighting. I'm sorry. I'm fighting.
We fighting.
Leek, I'm gonna text you right now and tell you. I got you right now.
Oh, Ray, the most meanest thing a girl said to you.
Hold on. Miles just threw me off, bro.
That was funny as fuck.
It hurt. It hurt.
I would be pissed too. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Who's going next? Random.
You can go next, Fred. Or dumb.
I mean, I don't really have pride. I don't give a shit what people say to me. But I guess the only thing that sticks to me that was annoying when she kept on calling me sassy. I don't like that. I didn't like she could just call me sassy. I'm not sassy the fuck. So that was probably the only thing that came to mind.
I'm sassy.
I'm not sassy. I'm straight to the point, man. But yeah, I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, random, you go.
Something that hurt your soul. I'm soulless, so you know what I'm saying. We here.
That's crazy. All right. I was a sophomore in high school, and
Chat. Throw yours in too. We want to hear some.
yeah, I was a sophomore in high school, and it was like I was like fully confident. I was like, you know what? This accent, I got this. And there was this girl. I'll never forget her name. It's crazy. I remember her name. But I can't remember what she looked like. Lauren, right? And it was Valentine's Day, so I did the cliche shit. I bought like a fucking bouquet of roses, and I was like, "Look," I basically was like, "What we doing?" I was like, "You trying to be my girl or what?" And what did she say exactly? Oh, now I remember. I think it was like, "Oh, thank you, but you're too ugly to be with me, and you need to work on your accent." And it was legitimately like it was one of those where
God.
the crazy part was she tried to still take the roses from me afterwards. And I was like, I looked at her like, I was like, bitch, what the fuck? I'm like, you could have just said no. And the craziest part was it was so awkward after that. She just started laughing, and her friends were kind of, you know how girls are in high school when they're not there, but they're there. So her friends are like walking over now at this point. Cause I'm like, I said that shit loud as fuck. Like, bitch, what the fuck? And I was like, I basically just turned, I looked at her and I didn't want to cry, but I felt like I had to cry and I had to walk away.
The random origin story name right there. The origin story right there.
I wish. I walked away, bro. I walked away, and ever since I was hurt that I left school that day. I just walked out and went home. Fuck the rest. Fuck fifth period. Fuck track practice. I went home. And my mom came in. It was one of those where she comes by, the lights are off in my room. I'm just laying there.
Damn.
That shit hurt.
You know, guys. So I've always been saying, be a villain, traumatize those that traumatize you, etc., etc., etc. And so the worst thing a woman said to me was, "Oh, I'd never hurt you. I never betray you." And that girl's actually watching right now, and she knows who she is. So yeah.
How dare you?
No, she was trying to be nice. She hit me up a few days ago, trying to be nice, trying to catch back up. And yeah, so I was like, she wanted to play some video games around like now, but I told her I'd be on this podcast. So yeah, I think that's the meanest thing. Just so you know, if you like try to like prop up and like try to lie like that, don't get caught. So yeah, that was the meanest thing. Oh, I think our viewership just went down by 1, so that was probably her.
Putting her on blast for the fans is crazy, like
crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, so like I said, traumatize those that traumatize you. King Petty.
That's tough.
Damn.
That's tough to say that to somebody when you don't mean it.
Hey,
That's
man.
crazy.
Hey, gentlemen, just be like me. All the words just bounce right by, man. Just go like, hey, man, that doesn't affect me. Be on your grind. You feel me?
Come on, villain, guys. Be a villain.
I don't know
be
about
mean.
villain, man. That's tough. Claudio asked the question: what manga that you read or are you are reading that you wish had an anime? For me, it's Jagon or
Children X. Sweet.
Children X will go crazy as an anime. I agree.
Go crazy.
That will go crazy.
In due time, it's eventually going to get one anime for sure.
If I'm gonna switch to a manhwa since now we're getting like it feels like we're getting like a manhwa a season now. If you've been paying attention, Returner's Magic should be special. Obviously, Viral Fight, Tower God coming back. I'm always gonna push this agenda until it gets it. But the Legend of the Northern Blade needs an anime adaptation. That when y'all talking about something that will go crazy. Miles, have you read it?
Some of it. I'm like 5 chapters in.
Bro, you just walking into the pool right now. When I'm telling you what, because it feels like the manhwa is ending, and I'm like, they're going crazy right now. So the Legend of the Northern Blade would be my choice because I'm like, I need some of this shit animated because the freaking author or whoever's drawing the shit, that motherfucker going crazy right now. So
I would I'm gonna pick a series that technically already has the anime, but I need to finish, and I need Katakeo Hitman Reborn finished ASAP right now. Like no questions asked. Bro, there's no reason we can't animate the last 2 arcs. Like, come on now. Just do it. Just do it.
Those will go crazy too. Those 2 arcs will go pretty crazy.
Fact, bro. If we're talking about art, come on, Hitman Reborn and the
Oh
design.
no, Santo, she didn't say that to you, my boy.
That's crazy.
Girl in junior high said I look like a Yo, I'm not laughing at your pain. I'm laughing with you. You know what I'm saying?
laughing at you, gang.
See, you
Oh.
know.
See, that's the origin of a villain story right there. That's the origin of a villain story.
Yes. That's tough, man. How could you say that to someone?
No, just like work on your game, man. That's tough.
So
That's tough.
The top two that I think should be an anime. I'm not gonna say because I'm gatekeeping those. I actually just found out that the number 2 that's still in my top 10 all time list. I just found out that it has a 3rd sequel, so I'm about to start binging that. But a good one that I feel like would be a better, what's it called? A Record of Ragnarok is something called like Tenkaichi, and that shit. The manga goes crazy. Every episode, every chapter is completely insane. And yeah, I feel like that would be a better Record of Ragnarok. Very similar concepts, except without the gods. It's more like just historical figures fighting each other and stuff like that. But the pages are incredible. So
Claudio, I just finished reading the Blue Lock chapter. Yeah, go ahead, put some respect on Hio's name.
Claudio, I stay gatekeeping. I'm a gatekeep until I can't gatekeep no more.
Oh my god.
It's in my job description.
Hiyori is going crazy. Woo!
Santo, Future Diary does not need an ending. The ending that it got is fine. Ending that Future Diary got is fine. I'm fine with it.
Anybody else? Miles, you got one?
They need to redo Claymore.
Yes,
that's one of my favorite series of all time. They gave us the little scribble scrabble fights they gave us. They need to finish it and give us some real fights. They need to remake Claymore. They're doing it injustice because it's actually really good.
This needs to be said. If Fire Punch is getting a damn anime,
it is.
Can we get Berserk back, please? And not the 3D bullshit.
Fire Punch is confirmed.
Mappa said that they plan on animating all of his work.
Keep Mappa away from Berserk right now.
They said that they're animating all of his work.
Why?
And one of his short. They're making one of his short stories.
Unless Mappa is going to fully commit to Berserk, because they got too many projects, man.
So what does J-Rob say? 23-1. Come on.
They got 23-1 with like 50 projects, bro.
So what's 51? What's 51?
51 if done right. 51 if done right will lock Mappa in as a legend in the game.
They already got it.
They're already legendary whippers. So
our legendary whippers is crazy.
Hey, what are you telling me? He already doing it. Claudio, what are you talking about me for?
Hey man, it's tough. But is that all we got? Anything else?
No, like I said, just keep traumatize those who traumatize you.
God. Please, God, one day just let someone give Berserk the love it deserves, man.
Just Fire Punch and all that heinous bullshit and that can get because I still haven't finished Fire Punch. Still, I refuse.
All right, man, I'm not in it, but that's another episode of a Black Sensei Johnny, all wrapped up. We'll be back next week, episode number 23, and that should be a good episode, just like all the other ones. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Rate the podcast 5 stars so we climb in the ranks. And of course, you can join and become a member of the podcast and support what we got going on here. So,
wait, when is this? When is this?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
When is this?
It don't mean nothing to me, man.
All right,
y'all.
Claudio out here shooting shots to end the pod.